Okay, and we're live. What's up, Gage?
What's up? Hello,
What's up,
man.
dude?
Nice to see you again, brother.
Dude, I
Can't wait till I get. Can't
oops.
wait till we get to some more events.
Dude,
Then we're always
that
fun.
barbecue was fucking
Oh my
amazing.
god,
I didn't know you were gonna be
that
there.
was.
When I saw you, I was like, fucking Gage! Like, I had no clue you were gonna be there. I was like, there's like 30 people showed up that I had no clue were gonna be there, and it was so insane seeing you guys.
I didn't even make my announcement really until the day I came up. I was like, all right, coming up. Then I ended up being there.
Dude,
It was a drive too.
yeah, dude, I came from South Carolina and drove up.
Oh, you was pretty much as far as I am.
Yeah.
Took me all day to get there, but it was amazing. That shit was so fun.
I can't wait for like more of a notice, so that we can actually make it like an Anaheim style, like, plan. Like, if even if the barbecue is just one day again, if we knew 2 or 3 months ahead of time, at the very least we could like get rooms for a couple of days and it be like more comfortable for everybody. At least for the people that have been to these a bunch of times and would want to make it like a trip. Cause like, dude, those first few events we all did were fucking amazing. Like Vegas, man. Anaheim, the first Anaheim.
Vegas and Anaheim was one of the best times that I've ever had. It was just such good people, such great vibes. It was amazing.
Dude, Vegas, for what Vegas was and when it was, like, do you ever watch The Office? You know The Office, right? You know Andy in The Office?
Yeah, of course.
You know the quote where he's like, I wish somebody would tell us when the good old days were, or whatever the fucking quote. You know the quote. I wish someone would tell us when we're not already in them or whatever. And, like, Vegas, the first few Anaheims, like, you just never know that shit is the shit, That's, like, the best shit in the world. That we never had more. That was so much fun. And, like,
we didn't realize how much fun it was till we got home. That's the thing.
Oh, dude.
And it was. I mean, we went. Where did we go to? I went to Anaheim 3 times in my years, and then that's just a start. I'm planning on coming back.
Oh yeah.
But whenever everybody wants to go, that'd be awesome again. I love that. Vegas was. I mean, Vegas was. It was a new like experience. You got to see all the big buildings, the big pyramid, and all the casinos and stuff. It was awesome. Something I've never done before.
I don't know what it was for me, because Vegas was December 2016, so June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That was like 6 months into me being subscribed, was the Vegas event. Like, literally, like, so quick. And I was like, what is happening?
He was already there.
Yeah, I mean, it was like trying to convince my dad, like, hey, I'm going to go to Las Vegas. I'm 20. I'm going to go to Las Vegas with this Armenian guy that I met, 5.5 months ago. Yeah, just to see this guy that I've been watching every night and his friends. And for my dad to, I almost went into it thinking, I'll never be able to do this. I want to do it. I'll see if I can do it. And my dad was like, oh, you're 20, fuck it, okay. And I was like, oh, what? I guess I'm doing it. And then we end up going, and like,
and then there's 200 people there that's waiting on us.
For the people that, like, I try and explain, like, what Twitch is and how this has all happened to me over the last few years, and what's, like, even just explaining my side is so, like, it has to be so minuscule compared to what it has to be for you to explain it to people for, like, what you've been through on here, you know what I mean? Because, like, for me, it's like, somebody was describing Joe Rogan's podcast this way. They said, Joe, you're Johnny Carson now. You're Jimmy Fallon. You're Jay Leno. Like, you have 20 million views per podcast or some crazy shit, whether it, like, between YouTube and iTunes and all these other things. Like, you have all these people who watch, and, like, you're blowing TV out of the water. No TV show has the viewership you have per episode like this constantly. And while that might not have been true for Nick in the early days when it comes to, like, his broad viewership now, like, for the me's, for the 5,000 or 6,000 of us that were in there every single night, that was our Jimmy Fallon. That was our Johnny Carson. You were our Steve Higgins or Questlove from The Roots. Like, you and Neo were our fucking, Neo, and Nick were all three the guys that we're spending 10 or 16 hours a day with, whether they know it or not, so going to Vegas,
100% knew it.
Yeah, but like, dude, going to Vegas and not only just that going to Vegas solidified what your guys' frame of mind was for the people that watch that you knew and talked to, like me and Alberto. Because I was thinking, yeah, sure, we've like talked to them through chat and on voice call and all, but like we're like just another viewer to them. Because like that was my like stupid mindset of they're just celebrities. Like they're not actually people. And I didn't realize it because I was so much, one, stupider, and two, younger. I didn't realize just how closed off from everything else it was, like our little community. So when I met you guys, I didn't expect, one, for you to notice me before I noticed you. When I was sitting in that lobby outside the event, I hear, "Is that Charlie boy?" I was like, "What the fuck?" And I just see you and Neil walk up. One, you're taller than anyone thinks you are. No one would assume you're like 6'4", 6'3", 6'4".
I'm in between 6'3" and 6'4".
Yeah, like 6'3.5" ish, 6'4" on a good day when you've stretched. And so when I saw you, I was like, "Yo, fuck, it's Gage." And you guys, I was like, if any of these three guys are gonna be super cool to hang out with, it's gonna be Gage and Neo. And like I saw you guys, I hugged you guys, and I'm like, "Where's Nick?" Because I'm thinking Nick's fucking 8 foot tall and fucking giant and super strong. And then I just feel this fucking like that, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And he turns, "Charlie," and I was like, "Oh, okay." Everyone is who I think they are when I'm watching them. No one's different. You guys are all people. That was like, going into it before meeting you guys feel like celebrities. You know what I mean? I mean, you, Nick, Neo, and while Nick definitely, obviously, is way more, what you would think of a celebrity now, especially back then. Like Nick's the face we saw, but we heard from all three of you, all night long. So it was so big meeting all three of you. And I thought, cool, I met them. Trip's over, I guess. You, me, Gage, you, me, Neo, and Alberto. That was the fucking squad that weekend, I didn't think, like, oh, these guys just have Nick. Like, I forgot that, like, that was as much a vacation for you guys as it was for me. That weekend opened up so much and solidified in my mind that this was going to be something I stuck with for the foreseeable future, at least, I'm not closed down to the idea of like someday this might end, but every month, every year, it seems like this is something that's never going to end, and I'm always going to be a part of this, unless it comes out that like fucking if you wear a Reptar shirt you're racist or some shit and I get canceled. Well, you know what I mean, like I don't know, but like I mean it really has become such a big part of so many people's lives now.
Yeah, I never would have thought that we'd be such a high up, like say y'all was saying we're like celebrities. Yeah, but when we got there, we're just the same people that y'all hear on stream. I mean,
Yeah.
I never thought about that. I was just doing what I did every night because I loved it. I love playing video games, and entertaining people was the fucking top of the scale. It gave me like that's what I wanted to do. So, I mean, every night we just got on and did what we loved, and it eventually just became successful. And when we went to meet y'all guys, I mean, I went to meet y'all guys. I didn't go to the event.
Yeah.
I went to meet everybody that's set there every night, and I freaking it's insane how much, like, how friendly everybody was and how nice and etc. like that. And it's awesome when you get that vibe from everybody. Everybody you talk to is just like, "Oh man, what's up, dude?" And we're just normal people. We just wanna talk to you guys. I don't want anybody to be scared or anything, but back then people were scared. I mean, obviously they were a little younger, like 10 to 12, and they would be scared. But no, don't be scared. We're just normal people. We're here to meet y'all. That was awesome. That was a great vibe from that.
It was definitely evident when you see the younger guys. Like one of the things I'm excited, like not excited. One of the things I'm like thankful of on my part, as far as like, or not really on my part, just kind of like you like happenstance, is that I fell into the internet so late. Like I was 19 before I had internet connection. Like I didn't have it. I had internet like at school. You know what I mean? Like I could surf YouTube and watch the.
It was like me.
Yeah,
I had to
like
go to my grandma's house and get internet.
Exactly, dude. I was gonna fucking. I literally. These are all the notes I wrote, and the first one says hotspot. It's just the hotspot. That's all it says. So we gotta talk about the hotspot in a little while because it's funny. But like, dude, I mean. You weren't there much long. I mean, you were there for what? Like, you didn't know Nick before AW, did you? It was like AW days, or was it a little earlier as far as when you like showed up?
Yeah, so everybody thought I might have known Nick like a long time ago, like Years of War. No, that wasn't the case. I legitimately played Nick, I think, twice on Ghost beforehand, before it was like it was almost done with going into AW, and then I kind of like went in the stream and we was playing him for $5. So I mean, I was kind of talking some shit stuff. I mean, I didn't. Nobody would have known.
Playing
Nobody would have known back
Sacrifice,
then.
Mike.
Yeah, yeah.
In
And then we
Hardpoint.
go in there. Oh my god, dude, he keeps bringing that up every time.
I told him I'd
But,
bring it up just for a second.
yeah, he got me. Oh man, computer shut down. Stop it. Hold on a second.
You good?
Oh, we back. So I did technically met him in the Ghost days, but it was at the end of Ghost. So it was like the last 2 months, and then when AW came around, he was playing hard points, and he was one of the bigger people
was
to watch,
killing
and
it.
he was awesome. It was funny. And I was like, man, you need to come play some S&D, bro. I mean, we're playing for money. I mean, even if it is $1, it makes it more entertaining. It makes it more incentive to play.
It's
He
crazy.
was like, oh, yeah, sounds good. And then all of a sudden, there we was. I never left.
It's crazy how much that dollar makes it more entertaining. Because it really does.
Is.
You're right.
I mean, if you're playing just game battles matches, you're not going to try as hard as when you put up $1, even if it is just $1. Back then, $1 was what we did.
Yeah, I mean,
So
an hour turns $5 into $10. You know what I mean? Like, essentially, that's how a lot of people had to view. I didn't play wagers at all until Fortnite. Me and Mike played wagers for like a week and a half. We won like $150. I bought something on Amazon and I never played again because I hated Fortnite. Fortnite made me so. We were just good. Mike was really good. I was good enough to, basically be his eye. Yeah, I could like eye in the sky for him. He would go do crazy shit and I would call out to him where everything was. And that was basically how we did it. And I played for a little bit and I just got so tired of doing it. I can't wait for this Call of Duty because I never played wagers during the the hour Call of Duties, the AWs, the Black Ops 3s.
Yeah, when we were playing
wagers all night. Dude, like, it was so fun just playing XPs on Black Ops 3. It was the most fun I've ever had on a video game with people, is when I was playing Black Ops 3 with my fucking friends every night, watching you guys play in between. Like, if you guys took a break, we played an XP. If we finished an XP, we watched until you guys were done with a game. Like,
what was the record?
Oh, dude. I think at one point, we probably went 13 or 14 on our win streak, 13 or 14. That's, like, the most we would do on XPs. But I mean, again, at the same time, this was before we had scuffs. This was before we like had all the like map knowledge and all the like, this is like for real. Like, I could never play wagers with like Alberto or Shake or Nathan or Bumper because we play and have fun, and when we get serious, we hate each other. Like those are my main boys. Like if I was gonna play wagers with any of them, it would have to be Nathan, because Nathan's the most calm. Like, he's the most cool-headed about things. Like, he could take criticism and give criticism just as equally. So, like, I could do it and we not hate each other any more than we already do sometimes. But, like, Mike's like if I ever am going to do wager shit, it'll be with Mike. Because, like, me and him just vibe. Man. Yeah, that's a good dude. He's one of the best people I've met on this shit outside of my main little squad.
I love Mike, man. Freaking every event, he is there and he is ready.
This last Anaheim was the first event the only event I've gone to that he wasn't at. Like, in all of my famming events. I even drove to Atlanta a couple years ago and he was there. He was just there anyway. And I was like, let's go, Mike's here, so someone I know. And I hung out with them. That was the, when I made the fam video, that was the, I went there to test to see if I could do it. I filmed him, Chris, Smitty. Remember Smitty? Smitty. Those three. Who else? One other person. Whoever it is gonna be mad at me. Fuck it. Mallory. It was Mallory. So them. Mal XP. And I filmed all of them. And sadly, it was in Atlanta, outside, and the wind was terrible, so I never got to use the footage. But I asked the questions. I got like 10 or 15 minutes out of each of them, and I was like, I just filmed an hour of, I can do this. I can definitely do this with my friends. Like, at the time, Mike was my friend and Mal was my friend, but at the same time, it wasn't like, it was the reassurance of, I could definitely do this with Nathan and Alberto and Bumper and Toxic Clown and Average Joe and Mike and Chris and all these guys that I ended up, doing it with, that first, or what Anaheim was it? That was the first Anaheim. Damn, that was the first Anaheim, dude.
Was it the first Anaheim?
I want to say
you did was like touching.
It was nuts, dude. And I watch
it
it
showed us.
every like 6 months. I watch it, or at least watch some of it, because some of it makes me mad. Some of it I'm like, man, I could have fucking, if I spent one more week on that, I could have made it so much better. I just wanted to put it out so badly, you know. That was like the almost like the excitement for people to see it outweighed the quality in my head.
Yeah,
So like
some points of it.
yeah, it's like I've got so much stuff that I'm trying to make one right now. But my problem is that I don't work at my TV studio as much as I used to, so I'm not there daily. I'm there like maybe once a week, so it makes it harder to go in there and properly edit unless I just like cave and buy a Premiere on my computer.
Yeah.
But it's fucking expensive.
Oof.
Yeah, and so I'd rather. But at the same time, I don't have exactly what I want to make another one right now. You know, I've got some great footage, and part of me just wants to start using what I have out of like on Twitch, like start getting clips from these streams maybe and doing it. But even then, it's not the same as that sitting down face to face, getting because you definitely convey more. I've learned a lot when it comes to this while I've had my other job at the same time, like filming things and asking questions, and it really happened parallel in a great way because I can get on here and get on Discord and talk to people and know what to say. Like my biggest problem when you know how some people will say like Twitch changed my life or this thing changed my life or this thing. Like for me, I had like 4 or 5 things happening all at the same time that really helped each other, and I just got really lucky. Because I was the most shy, I mean, you guys remember the first Vegas? I didn't talk a lot. I was mostly there just watching and listening and like adding funny things when I could. And I'm not that anymore. I'm the fucking loud, crazy person. But, you know.
That's good to be. You gotta have a personality.
Yeah, you gotta have personality. And I'm glad that I grew one while doing all this because I never would have. I'm not going to talk about it again, but people who will listen, who have listened to these before, will know what I'm talking about. I was not the same person I am now in a lot of different shitty ways, and I'm glad that this all happened. And the way it happened, like, I'm constantly learning. Like, talking, like, having conversation, to me, is, like, the most important thing we weren't taught in school. You know what I mean? Like
that's why that's exactly right. Like your social skills at school got you was amazing, and they didn't give you anything to like talk to people. So whenever that comes around, that's when everything starts blowing up.
Yeah, like you either make a bunch of good decisions quickly or a bunch of bad ones, like as soon as you're out of high school. Because all high school was to me was practicing talking. Like, how do I talk to this teacher? How do I talk to this teacher? How do I talk to this student? How do I talk to this student? This clique, that group, this group. You know what I mean? How do I talk to cheerleaders, jocks, fucking nerds, whatever it is. You know, like.
My school was not as in depth. All I did was sleep. So.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, when you was a football player in my school, you could do what you want.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
it's always fun.
Alabama, they all those high schools have to be under the assumption like, fuck, one of these guys might be crazy big one day. I'm just not gonna fuck with them. Maybe I'll be the teacher they come back and buy dinner for that one time to be nice and put on Twitter.
Exactly, that's what it is. No, it was just Alabama's not as strict as everybody else, but
yeah, my school.
That's why my English sucks.
Your English is better than people give you credit for. People don't understand how smart you are.
It's getting better. It's getting better. And I do sound like I'm not smart, but I am decently smart, at least.
Look, you say every time I fucking talk to you, you say this shit. Like every time I've ever talked to you, every time I've met you in person, you're like, I don't know, dude, I'm fucking stupid. It's like, dude, you have an accent. That's not being stupid. People hear your accent and think you're dumb. They don't hear what you say and think. When you start talking, people are like, oh, okay, this guy knows. At least he has an idea of what he's talking about. Even like Nick and Neo would like give you too much shit on stream sometimes when you would like have a point but you didn't know how to articulate it. Like you knew what you were saying and they knew what you were saying, but it was so much fun to make fun of you. You know what I mean? And we all laughed. It was funny. You laughed.
And that was why freaking streaming back then was so fun. It was all the jokes and stuff they got. Oh, there he is.
Yep, there's Nuggies.
But it was all the jokes and stuff that got thrown out and stuff. It was all about now it might not be whatever, but we used to be like, shut up, fatty, Neo. It was all joke, but
dude, it's crazy how fast that switch. Imagine you said that right now. Imagine you guys. Imagine Neo was sitting there every day, and you guys were calling him fat every day. You know how mad people would get.
It kind of started shifting when when it got to like Black Ops 3 and stuff. It kind of started shifting to people where they was taking offense to it. And I mean, yes, I understand. Yeah, you can, but we were just completely joking back then.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like we squashed it. Like between you guys saying it and us saying it, I feel like, dude, people are showing up. That's why if you guys can hear dogs, that's my bad. People are showing up to the house today, and the dogs are whiny. Sorry. But like, yeah, you guys. I mean, between you guys and us in chat, we did a pretty good job of squashing any like misunderstanding. At least from the people that like were genuinely annoyed by it enough to say something in chat, you know. And then we could be like, hey, look, it's all for laughs. They all know they're all really good friends. This, that, and the other. Yeah. So like, but nowadays, dude, with the way like the culture and social media is, like people, it would be so bad so quickly. Like one little out of context clip would fucking destroy them.
It definitely swapped from like AW and Black Ops 3 days. Everything's kind of swapped a little bit, but it is towards the good. So whatever. Yeah. But going back to when you were saying like, oh, I can't play without Berto and them because they'd get so mad at me, or whatever, mad at the group. Yeah. Don't act like we didn't. We were. I could have gotten a fist fight with Nick sometimes.
Yeah.
But like, really, but you know what I mean.
Well, it's different with you guys because you're all you were serious competitors to an extent. You knew the things to say. With us, it just turns into "fuck you, you're stupid, you're an idiot." You know what I mean? Like that's all. Like with Mike, I can say like with Mike, I can be like, Mike, look, dude, like I know you fucking have done this like amateurly and you're a beast, but look, you did this instead of that, and he'll be like, fuck. You're right, Charlie. Just do this next time, and I'll do that, and then we'll be good. And I'll be like, okay, cool. And like, because I know at the very least, I know how I could talk to Mike about it. Because we'll only want to lightly hurt each other instead of like seriously hurt each other.
Yeah, y'all were just going for criticism.
Yeah, because Mike just wants to win. With us.
Yeah, that's what it was with us, and all we did was want to win. And I mean, obviously, entertaining became a big part of it. But at the end of the day, we were there to win them fucking tournaments, and we tried our heart out. Because I remember vividly when Nick would talk, he'd be like, I feel the energy in the chat, and when we win, y'all all win, and when we lose, y'all all lose. I could just see it, and that's awesome, and I can't wait to get back in tournaments in Call of Duty.
Dude, this Call of Duty is gonna be huge for you, I think. I hope so. What Nick was for like, I've talked about it like off podcast a few times with people. I was like, people are like, yo, I really miss old Nick's stream in the sense that we could go in chat and hang out in chat and like, you know, it'd be comfortable and also watch this guy who's competing. Because it's one thing to watch somebody stream and talk in their chat. It's another when like you're invested in what they're doing while you're it's a weird Twitch thing, you know? Like it's only a thing you find on Twitch. And the only person that has done it accurately, the only person that has seemed anything like it did in the old days was Derek for me. Because I'll sit in Derek's stream and I'll read chat and I'm like, dude, this feels just like the old days. There's like 20 people talking in chat, but there's like 1,000 like, you know, depending on when he was in the like grind of Fortnite and competing in wagers and tournaments, you know, he'd have like 900,000 viewers, like big viewers and a lot of people talking in chat, and it felt just like Black Ops 3 Nick and you guys. And it was so fun, and he was always playing with friends that we all knew, so like everyone knew each other. Everyone knew each other's voices. So like it felt like a little room where you just weren't talking and you were talking in chat and hanging out. And I feel like you're going to be that Nick in the Call of Duty community again. Because, dude, the pros are going to do their same shit. Like Crim6 is going to steal 1,000 viewers from you every night, and all these guys are going to steal these viewers for like the first month or two. But slowly but surely, as they're scrimming and they're done streaming, because every year they say, I'm going to stream all year. And they stream for a month and a half, and then they're done for the rest of the year. You're going to be the wager tournament guy. You and Pac are going to fucking explode again. Like, it's going to be you two. I mean, you two are going to be the big two, I think.
Pac can play too.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll get a few. Yeah, that'd be funny because we're both the country boys, and it was always fun when we played together. Always kept it G. But yeah, I mean, I literally can't wait for MW. I've been waiting. Like, I don't have nothing to play right now. I don't want to play Fortnite because I mean, yes, I am good at Fortnite, but there is so much that goes into Fortnite that I don't have, and that is good internet. but no,
you gotta get out of Alabama.
Yeah, I really do, for real. But
or just,
we got some internet coming, so maybe it'll work better.
Are you gonna like? Is it like your internet provider's doing it, or like you're doing it?
No, I'm going to. I got
Like pay for the line.
I got a AT&T hotspot broadband that's unlimited. That's fast,
Oof.
way faster than my internet. So hopefully it
Dude,
works.
that's crazy that you're still working on hotspots. Like it's crazy that you have come as far as you have. Almost what? Like exclusively on hotspots? Like as far as like when the best shit you've done has been because you were like, oh, gotta fuck up, gotta nut up or shut up and get the hotspot out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
well, like I typically at my grandma's, I had CenturyLink, and the speeds are 25 and 2 up. It's 25 down, 2 up, and the ping is terrible from where we're at because I'm in Alabama.
yeah.
But like 15 minutes away from me, you could get fiber. So it ain't like I don't understand where the internet's coming from, but this is internet that I have just ordered today. Actually, it should be here soon, and I'm gonna see if it works. And if it does, then everything should be on the rise up. Because right now I'm working on some crappy internet.
Well,
but
hey,
that's
with
what
that
I've always
crappy
played
internet,
on.
with that crappy internet, your streams are still looking good. So I mean, anything better when internet, you're just gonna be better and better. I mean, it's like you're at least functioning, which is the good thing. You know what I mean?
And to people say you can't play Call of Duty on bad internet or I don't have good connection, not touch. Trust me, I have won multiple tournaments and I have one of the worst connections you could play on.
Yeah.
So it ain't that hard. You gotta put your mind to it.
Where I'm at, until they bring fiber naturally through the company, they're only putting it up where they're putting new lines in. So if like new neighborhoods are being built, they're getting fiber. But if we want it where we're at, we have to pay $7,000 like a line, which is like I think it's like one line goes like about a third of a mile. So it's basically like something like $20,000 a mile to have it run to you.
No.
And we're like we're like 10 miles out from the closest, I think. So you're talking fucking $200,000 to have it come to the house.
That's pretty much how it's going to be with me too. And I don't the CenturyLink does have fiber, but it just won't, it ain't going to ever run out here, and it just won't do it. So we're going to have to either move or or see if this hotspot works. And it's crazy how I'm playing on hotspot, but maybe. Apparently Verizon's supposed to drop some 5G stuff that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I don't know about this 5G stuff, dude. Like, I'm scared. I'm not scared. Like, I'm not scared like all the people who are like, it's gonna warp your mind. I'm just worried that it's not gonna be like that different.
I don't.
You know what I mean? Because
I have no clue if it will be good or not.
I don't know anything about internet, like like the signals. Like, I don't know anything about what 5G and 4G. What is it even? Like, I don't know what the fucking G means. Like, I don't know what they do or what they are.
I don't either, but apparently like 5G is supposed to give you like a fiber connection, like it's like
wirelessly,
latency, and it's a hotspot. So I don't know. It probably won't work, but we'll see. It's not out yet, really.
Well, dude, it hasn't came don't say it won't work. You were on hotspot 4 fucking years ago, and that worked. You know what I mean? Like
I was playing hotspot on Fortnite, and we was winning all the tournaments. So
that's
there you go.
Crazy. That's like nuts to me.
To be honest, the hotspot has better ping than this internet I'm using right now.
Jesus. My internet here, like, it's the opposite here. Any hotspots I've ever tried to use, like, just wouldn't, like, they wouldn't even do, like, nothing at all. Like, nothing would even kind of happen as far as, like, I couldn't cut my computer on and talk to you, let alone stream it. You know what I mean? Like, I have to have wired.
No shot, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see if that AT&T works.
So you run the stream like on wired internet, and you have the hotspot just for when you're playing, or how's it work?
So I have it set up when I moved into this house, how I have it set up now is so typically CenturyLink has 25 down and 2 up. I got 2 lines because I knew that's not enough connection for just me if somebody was going to be running Netflix or on their phone or something. So I got 2 lines, and then once it came to the fact that I needed a stream, I called the head tech and told them to please send me out some more upload, because 2 upload you can't do it. I mean, you could, but it's going to look bad. So he sent me 4 out here, and it actually worked. So now I got one computer streaming my Elgato, and then my PS4 is plugged into the other internet as of right now. So that's how I'm running it right now.
Damn. Well, I don't think they can get much better with internet. I think that like sooner or later, like here in the next like 10 years, they're gonna get it to such a crazy thing where no one doesn't have internet. You know what I mean? Like they'll have hotspots out there with the pygmies in the Congo, and like they'll be able to get on and watch it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're very close to that.
Hopefully so, but I mean, I've been had the same exact internet for 10 years now in the same spot, and it's annoying me. And yes, I could have moved somewhere else, but I did move into my grandma's house. It was much cheaper and etc. And I got a
Yeah.
really good deal on it, so that was the reason I stayed in this area for like that would be the reason I did. So I mean, I could have went to a different area, but I didn't because of the situation I had.
I know you went to school and graduated while you were still doing all this. Like outside of that, did you or Neo or all three of you guys ever talk about like an exit strategy if this didn't work out?
So what pretty much happened was, um, I wouldn't say we talked about an exit strategy. We always had a plan, but the plan didn't really fulfill at the end, and that's why
Yeah.
I'm doing what I'm doing now. But we always had a plan the whole time. It was when just wasn't too much. But was pretty much what I had.
I got you. Do you? How do I? Do you guys ever? Did you guys ever like? I know that for a while there were like talks that Mike, Major Maniac Mike, was like if there was ever going to be like a fourth guy in the little squad that you guys were, whatever you call it, me personally, the dream team. I know Mike was like the big one that you guys were trying to get for a while, as like a we want to do fours tonight. You know what I mean? Like we always had to find somebody. Like, were there other people or was it Mike? And what was it about Mike? Because Mike, dude, I fucking love Mike. Mike's one of my favorite people I've met through here as well. Like as far as like, I've never met a true competitor like I have you. You know, like Nick always balanced competing with streaming in a pretty good way. Same with you guys. Like you guys, as far as like you were competing, but you were also helping with the stream. But like Mike, it was like fucking that was a shark zoned in on his prey. You know, he's a competitor. Like how is it playing with him and streaming with him and talking to him behind the scenes?
See, like Mike's the same person. I mean, I have not watched Mike in the later years, but when we played with him, Mike was the same person behind the camera as he was off the camera or whatever, in front of the camera as he was
Yeah.
off the camera.
Yeah.
And the dude was just a freaking laser beam, and he was good, and he would talk, and he wasn't awkward or anything. And my man he was really good. And yeah, that was going to be one of our fourths. If it would have happened, that would have probably been him.
Yeah.
It never did happen, but if it would have probably been him for Call of Duty at least.
Yeah.
You know, and once it went to Fortnite, everything kind of got changed around a little bit. But the Call of Duty days, man, it was a blast playing with him. And I'm glad he's doing what he's doing now.
Dude,
I'm assuming he's
killing
really
it.
good.
Did you keep up with him at all last year when he was doing stuff?
I mean, I watched a few of the events, but I couldn't tell you what happened.
Dude, he just like as a refresher because I'm fucking excited. I want to catch you up on it. He played for Genji for Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
From basically the beginning. They won. I think their first tournament. I want to say their first two tournaments they finished top 8, like top 8 and top 6. Then they finished second place in one tournament. Next tournament they finished second place, and then those were both the tournaments leading to COD champs. They lost to 100 Thieves and United. Those were the only teams that could beat. That beat them in grand
I
finals.
remember that.
But then they got knocked out in the World Championship, like in pool play.
Yeah.
That was so
that was
unexpected.
That was what I remember was that unexpected knockout right there because they did so well in the previous tournaments. Yeah, I remember that. Just had to refresh me.
Yeah.
No, they did really good. And then what happened? Simp ended up winning.
Simp won. Simp won world. Dude, he won
We
that one
freaking
and the
knew he
one
was
before.
gonna be good.
Dude.
And we called Dashy was going to be good after
Yeah.
he came on there and hand cammed for us and showed us that he wasn't boring. We knew that that dude was going to be
If
good.
someone told me a year ago that Simp the Sick Joke will begin his Call of Duty career and inside of 6 months win his first tournament and then right after win Call of Duty championships, I wouldn't have even been a little so. And I mean, like, I know it's easy to say that in hindsight, but I was saying that shit a year and a half ago when we watched him. Dude, the man won every fucking FizzUp 10K. He won all of them. No one beat him.
Take for granted he did have a major NASA.
Yeah, well, he did for one of them, and it was. I think he always played. I think that him and Celium did win all of them together with other two teammates each time.
Would turn up. And
Yeah, Joe played with them. Mike played with them. It was like probably a roster of 8 that would go interchangeable each year. But yeah, dude, Simp, dude. I mean, the kid's a fucking monster. Like,
I'm telling you. I mean,
And he's going to
always
continue.
knew-
And the rumor is that Mike and Simp are going to be teamed up on the Atlanta Call of Duty team for franchising. Dude,
That's what they need to be.
that's what
how
they
it
need to
needs
be. They need to be on a team. They need to be close to us. Like, that's the thing I'm excited is that it would be awesome for one if they were just on a team together. Like, that would be enough for me.
Yes,
But the gravy would be if it's in Atlanta. That's like the closest one to us, and that'd be so awesome. Like, I could make it to Atlanta events, you know? Like, I could go hang out with the boys and like watch them have fun.
Them easy too.
Yeah, no problem.
Anaheim would be was a lot harder.
Dude, Anaheim's rough.
Atlanta. And I mean that 6-hour flight.
I'm almost hoping we just void Anaheim as a place from now on, and we just stay East Coast. You know, we can all do East Coast a little easier. I think it'd be more fun.
What's the events on East Coast now? Like this year?
Outside of the barbecue, There's an Atlanta DreamHack next month. That some of us were talking about just driving to and like staying for a day or two. Because I know Mike wants to play on the Halo 3.
Know.
What's up, dude? There's a Halo 3 tournament. There's
literally a drive.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, and damn. What's up, boys?
There it is.
But yeah, so that one's happening East Coast. There's just not a lot of East Coast. There needs to be more East Coast. That's why I like the barbecue. I like that the barbecue is East Coast. Because at the very least, you know, or whatever Michigan is, Midwest, East Coast, I don't know. But I'm glad that we get some East Coast
I
stuff.
made it up there to the Michigan one, so
Oh, yeah.
if you're pretty close, you could
Yeah,
make it.
if you don't want to drive, it's not that much of a flight either. You know, I think like if you're 3 or 4 months ahead of time, you could probably get a flight to Michigan for like $150. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like easy.
I'm pretty sure.
And I'd pay that.
I'm pretty sure I would have paid less if I would have took the flight.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we spent a bunch. It was fun, dude. That gas money's gotta be. I was lucky in that my friends didn't make me pay gas money. they were cool.
Nice
I went
friends,
with
good
I went with Kiefer, Tina the Lard, and Shake. Kiefer lives in like
crazy
Tennessee.
How many people came, bro?
Dude, there's 1,000 fucking people there. I don't care what Gary says. 700. There's 1,000 people, Gary. There's like 1,000 people there. I could have sworn I counted enough.
It was almost like a concert. Like there was no room. Like when everybody was together, there was no room to move.
Yeah, well, it was when everybody swarmed Nick that there was nowhere to move. Like,
Yeah, no.
and dude,
was lucky. I
he
was
worked
on the
through that
side.
shit.
Yeah, Nick did a good job that day.
He did. That was such a fun day, dude. Like a 1 day thing like that. For all the things that could have gone wrong, it went so well. You know what I mean?
It was awesome. Man.
That's what
Nothing really went wrong.
I'm so excited for another one because with another one, I'm sure that we'll have a lot more notice and be able to really like not 1,000 people, but like the core like 50 to 100 people that like going to these events that we all know that can make it to it. We'll be able to plan for like a 2 or 3 day thing at least instead of a like get up there and leave the same day kind of thing because that's what we ended up having to do, which was dude.
Yeah,
Did you go to Lion King?
Yeah.
Were you? Yeah. Did you sleep
I was in
too?
the front. No, I wouldn't.
Oh,
But
you watched it?
I was in the. I didn't sleep actually. I normally sleep at a movie, but I guess that was a pretty good movie to watch. But did you see in the very front right they had the lounge chair? Not
Yeah.
like the normal recliner. It was like a full couch lounge. That's
Damn.
where I was at.
Oh, I didn't, dude. I sat next
it
to
was pretty
Shake.
bad sit in.
I sat next to Shake. He was on my right, and Shake sat next to Alberto. All 3 of us fell asleep because we had been up for like 30 hours at that point. Like that was so late, and we had been up so early the day before, and we hadn't really gotten any sleep.
Sleeping when you ain't got that much time.
Yeah, we fell out. I wanted to watch it. I wanted to watch Lion King. I thought it'd be funny. I got like 3 whole minutes in, and I was like, I'm just gonna like close my eyes for a second. Like
Maybe I'll wake up in the middle.
I didn't even wake up. I didn't wake up until the credits were rolling and Shake was like, Charlie, time to go. I was like, okay. And like I had taken my shoes off. I was fucking out, dude. I was so comfy and happy.
I've never seen a movie theater like that. I mean,
Like
I'm
like
in
how
Alabama,
how comfortable it was, you mean?
Yeah, like it was just straight recliners and stuff.
I've
and
only
then,
seen
like,
one and it was in Vegas. Me and Alberto went and saw the day we got to Vegas. Like I think we barely we got our stuff in our hotel room and then went to the movies and saw Star Wars Rogue One. That was like the first movie I saw with any of the boys, and it was with Alberto. Dude, we had
Still
Good.
hasn't seen Star Wars.
None of them? You haven't seen any of them?
Nope.
You fucking dork.
seen it.
You gotta watch them, dude. At this point, you're a
Game of Thrones
nerd.
now, though.
Oh, dude. Did you want like all of it?
Oh yeah, I've watched that thing like 4 times through.
Dude,
Much fun.
I've watched the whole thing, except season 8. I've watched season 1 through 7 10 times, from beginning to end, because I'm
Why have you not
stupid.
watched season 8?
I have seen season 8. I've only seen it twice though.
Okay, you just have watched 10 times.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Exactly. Dude, that show's fucking amazing. Is it not the greatest? Is there anything better? Breaking Bad's the only thing that stands a chance at being better.
And Breaking Bad wasn't even close. Was the problem? Like Breaking Bad was my number 1.
Yeah.
Now that just blew it out of the water. It's not even close. I don't even understand how they made a show that good.
Ladies and gentlemen, and intellectual. No one wants to say. Everyone's like, season 8 was trash. Fuck season 8. Look, by the way, possible spoilers if you're in here, so just understand that I might say some shit about Game of Thrones. Dude, season 8, for what it was, I don't care what anyone says. I don't care how mad anyone gets.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It was amazing still. I mean, it wasn't, not only was it not bad, it was fucking amazing. I mean,
you
it
gotta
was
think
so good.
For when they started saying it was bad was on the fight scene, right?
Yeah.
Spoilers. I'm not gonna say anything really, but I'm just gonna explain why they said it. They said it because you can't freaking animate 100,000 White Walkers running at somebody, or even more than that. So that's why they made it so dark. And I mean, I completely understand why they did that part, but I mean,
I thought it looked great.
Technically. I mean, it did, but it was dark. And technically, it is Game of Thrones, and yes, they should have the best cinematography. Get him.
Sorry.
But they should have the best cinematography, and they should have the best CGI work. But saying that, I love season 8, and I didn't see any problem with any of what happened. I didn't see any problem.
Yeah.
That they made it where even at the end, Tyrion's like, well, we have to do this, and none of us like it.
And like, I was watching a YouTuber. No, you're good. I was watching a YouTuber that I watched that I like, and he was like, it's 2 guys, and one of them was like, that reminds me of that thing in season 8 of Game of Thrones, and then it was kind of quiet for a sec because they're gamers, and he was like, what did you think about that? And the other guy was like, I liked it a lot. I thought it was way better than people are giving it credit for. He was like, really? Why? And he was like, well, look at it this way. Season 1 through 6 of that show has the best dialogue of any show ever, right? Well, that's because it was going off of the best fiction ever written, or at least ever written in the last 100 years, and all of a sudden, they didn't have anything to pull from anymore, so they had to make it up. The people who were the best at adapting something had to begin creating what they had been adapting. So season 7 and season 8, for what it is, you got to understand that...
Season 7 was great.
Season 7 was great. They were both, all of it, dude, there's not a bad season of Game of Thrones. All there is not as good as season 3 and 4 seasons of Game of Thrones. Season 3 and 4 are the best seasons for sure, but that doesn't mean any of them are bad. And there's like a handful of seasons of other shows at all that are better than any seasons of Game of Thrones. You know what I mean?
And I can't even think of one. And I've never watched Sons of Anarchy. I've never watched Dexter, and I never watched any like The Walking Dead. But I'm telling you, Game of Thrones is the best full-out series that you will ever watch.
I've watched...
At this point.
Yeah, so far. I've watched all of fucking Breaking Bad.
Sons of Anarchy? Oh,
no, I watched most of Sons of Anarchy. It got boring. Sons of Anarchy got boring. Walking Dead got boring. Season 1 of The Walking Dead was the only like unbelievable good season. The rest were all just kind of okay.
Yeah, I think that's why it got so hyped. They did really well in the first season.
And it was supposed to be a miniseries. It was supposed to only be that one season, and then it got so big they were like, "Fuck it, we'll make more." And then it became the phenomenon that it is. Probably $1 billion franchise at this point, at least, but or multi-billion. But yeah, people don't understand that season 7 and 8. That's like you and me. Imagine you and me were like, okay, dude, no one's ever read this fucking book. It's the best book ever. Let's get all the words, and we'll get Nathan. Nathan looks like the way this guy's described. We'll get Bumper and Alberto. Yeah, we'll get them. They'll read this shit, and we'll film it. TV show.
Oh.
And it's like, boom, we're going off of this thing that we didn't make, and then all of a sudden we're like, wait, the last 20 pages are missing. So we got to write the ending to this fucking amazing story that our friends are acting out, that these amazing talented people we know are acting out.
Recording for 10 years straight.
10 fucking years straight. It's insane. It's insane. Okay. Real fast, just because I do want it to be understood, because my Streamlabs, I don't have my Streamlabs to where the stream can see things. Derek just hosted with 70 viewers. It like popped up on Streamlabs. So Derek, we love you, thank you. And I thought you should know that at the very least you're not talking to like 15 people anymore. It's like 70.
What's up, Derek?
We're not looking at chat. If you guys are listening, we love you. Thank you for being here. I will read the paragraph. You'll understand. I will read everything later. But for right now, I want to stay focused on the conversation. But yeah,
Right,
you know.
Right. Okay, I need to use the bathroom real fast.
Yeah, no problem. You know what? Fuck it. I will talk to chat now. Good. I'll bring all this up real fast to everybody. What's up, everybody? Yeah, no problem. Okay, yo, great timing, everybody. What's up, everybody? Okay, let me address everybody. A few people followed before the stream even started. If you're still here, Roque24, I love you. C-Plays, love you. The Mr. 7, love you. Salty Taco, Jesus, guys. Salty Taco, Dino, I love you. Derek, host, Derek, seriously. I just talked about you, Derek. I can't believe you're here now. We were just talking about you like 20 or 30 minutes ago. Like, legit, like, for a minute. Mr. Fluffy has followed. Derek has followed. Guys, Derek's white. Elite Baller has followed. Uncle Joe has followed. Schneider has followed. Schneider, what's up, Schneids? Rich Homie Nels. Morrison418. Uncle Joe Meatball. Z Vaxify. I love you. Yo, Vaxify. The fuck? I love you, dude. Gifting 5 subs out to my man Bumper, Perseus Alcinius, Temerity, that's Tim, hey Tim, The Mister, and Focus, or something, OP, I'm not calling him that, he likes Focus. What's up, cutie? What's up, Schneider? Gage about to rub one out to that host, facts. Gage got big horny. Anytime, my man, I love you, dude. Thank you, seriously. Dude, I don't even know you. How are you going to come in here and give me 5 subs like that? Dude, I love you. Talk to me after. Okay, look, guys. Gage is here. I'm going to put the chat away. I love you. I'm glad you're here. I want to focus on the podcast. What I'm doing right now is going to go up on YouTube. And if you're listening on YouTube, you know, come watch the stream. Anyway, Schneider, god damn it. Schneider, I love you. All of you stop. Listen, thank you. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you, everybody, for this. You're the best. I love you. I'm not going to look at chat anymore. It's gone. Look, it's gone now. It's gone. I can't see it. I love you guys. I can't even see Streamlabs. I will address all of you. Look right here. Read this. I love you. Thank you for being here, but I really want to keep the podcast true and not get distracted because you can get really distracted. Hey, Gage.
What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
How's it going, brother?
It's going good. It's almost like we haven't been podcasting for 45 minutes. Jesse said that you got horny off that raid and had to go, you know, do something in the bathroom. Yeah,
I heard it. This monster went straight through me.
Dude, facts. This coffee, this Stoke. Fuck, it's still Discord mirroring my camera.
Oh, man.
Dude, this is coffee.
Oh, it's protein.
It's fucking protein coffee. It's delicious. Anyway.
Love coffee, man.
Subject change from Game of Thrones because now there's too many people in here for me to risk spoiling. Quick subject change because Derek's back and I touched on him a little bit earlier, but like how weird was it? It's not just about Derek, but kind of you'll understand. When it came to guys like Derek and Gumby and Tuba and Schneider and Mike and you know all the different, there's so many that I'll forget them, but all the people that kind of, you know, if Nick's right here, you know, all these people like branched off into this infam streaming community where like there's all these streams that are like affiliated. It's almost like Nick, when you look at Nick on Twitch, his like stream team thing is like FaZe because he's on FaZe. But I feel like there should almost be an infam stream team for everyone else who streams because there's so many people. Sure. How weird was it like realizing as you guys went that people were streaming under like the infam guys? Of like, oh, these guys, like I'm part of that. Mean, I'm like a big part of that big like top piece of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean like I completely understand. I mean it's fun, and I seen it like keep growing and growing. I mean the more people you have in your familia, the more people that's gonna try to go do it. Yeah. So, but like I mean, I'm doing it as well now. So I mean don't blame anybody at all. And I think it's cool and awesome. You get your content out there. I freaking go for it. And I love that it's all like a community around one community. So
yeah, it's not like 10 communities that just know each other. It's like we're all essentially one big community that just, oh, you're not on right now? Well, he is. You know, like I'll watch him until he's on, and then vice versa.
Yeah, a majority of the same people. There's like the same. Like every time you go to one stream, you're like, I know all these guys.
Yeah, in like a 24-hour span, there's like 4 hours of the day that no one's streaming. You know, 20 hours of the day you can find someone to watch. You know what I mean? And I gotta be the 4. Oh yeah, you gotta fill in that 4. That 4 for me is like from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. Eastern. That's like where no one's on, and yeah, that's
Yeah,
tough.
you're right. No one's on there.
Yeah,
Ain't
that's gonna be
nothing to do right there.
that's a tough one to be in. But at the same time, that's when all the Australia homies. One of these went. I started at 8:30 my last podcast with Big Bro Fly and T Rose, and I was thinking this will for sure last 3 hours. We went 5.5 hours, like way into like 1, 2 in the morning almost, and by the time that finally happened, like the Australians were starting to pop in. And I was like, oh shit, the Australians, and it became this like fun
later in the night.
Yeah, and like, because they always get like all my friends who are in Australia or even like certain parts of the UK always get mad that I don't start these earlier or later because I always start them right as they're all going to bed, and they never get to see them. And they're all, like a lot of like especially like Amina, she's got a job and she's always like falling asleep right when everything's starting and waking up when it's ending, because like it's weird that certain time zones like most streams straight up last as much as you would sleep. It's one of the weird awesome things about Twitch.
Most of the time, and it was always like when we first started, it was a 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. stream.
Dude,
it wasn't what it is now.
It was so normal. It was so normal to start at 2 a.m. and last until like 2 p.m. sometimes.
Yeah, and we were just night hawks or night owls.
Yeah,
and it
that was all of us.
that was our time. That was our time, and I mean, now things are shifting, and people are getting older, and we have to start getting up in the morning. So I think that's why it kind of shifted back to an earlier time in the day. Also, tournaments did help that out with the time switch too, because tournaments started. We got to a point where that's what we wanted to play, and not wagers. So
excuse me.
When that happened, it kind of switched a little bit. But back in AW, we was running wagers from 12 to 8. And they were running. They was always there.
I can't, dude. I hope that Modern Warfare does one of two things. I hope that either somebody comes through and just wipes out all the fucking third parties and we have UMG have wagers again or something, or there's so much traffic from Modern Warfare that everything's always full of wagers. You know what I mean? Like, I just want wagers back. I want to be able to get on and reliably be able to get wagers against bots and play and have fun and, like,
that's the problem now. It's like,
no one wants to play Call of Duty.
I'm playing dollar wagers right now on older games, like.
And you have to find people. You can't just get a wager. You have to be like, "Yo, Pac, want to play for $1?" and find all these people that you know to play. You know what I mean?
But when I do happen to find one, these guys have been like, there's no bots anymore. At
this
point, if you're playing a wager,
you're a fucking surgeon. Yeah, you're
a
surgeon. You know everything about every part of the map. You can fly now. They have jetpacks on Modern Warfare Remastered. Like, it's crazy.
They're just flying around and can't get hit. But no, that's how it is right now, and it's kind of hard. But I mean, 10 days. We got 10 days. We're good.
Yeah,
it'll be on the up from then.
Are you?
I think that game's gonna be really good.
I do too.
I don't care how the movement is and how it looks. It does look like Battlefield. It does feel like Battle. Or I put it this way: it was Ghost and Siege put together in a perfect and you can lean and everything.
But it felt like Call of Duty at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, it was awesome.
Had the speed. It felt just like Call of Duty to me, and yes, it did look and the movement felt different, and you picked up your gun and stuff, but it didn't stray off enough. It didn't stray off too much. For me to not think it was
Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's gonna be fine, and even if it ain't fine for, say, because that beta mode, that public mode was kind of, they were getting me, but I feel like maybe public might not be like that, but S&D's gonna be popping.
Did you are you like getting it for PlayStation or for PC?
Well, see, the reason I'm getting it for PlayStation, and the reason for that is when they was in beta, when they was doing them bot races, it was only Xbox and PlayStation. So, RIP to the PC people, but I don't think they're gonna let PC be in the tournament scene.
At all? Like, not even a little bit?
No, they'll probably see. That's why. This is why Fortnite died. When everybody started swapping to PC, the tournaments didn't stay on PC. It stayed on console. So the only tournaments you would get in were PCs. It was cross-platform tournaments, right? And then them never had as many teams as the console did. So that's why that kind of just died out, because nobody wanted to play on console anymore because it was just not as good.
Yeah.
In Fortnite, you didn't technically need to play tournaments. That game was entertaining no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like with Call of Duty, you almost have like Charlie Intel and those guys, like not straight up saying play tournaments, but at the very least they were supportive of it because it was more people competing and they liked competitors. Fortnite doesn't need competitors. They have 900 million 12-year-olds playing. You know, they don't need the traffic.
Fortnite's numbers are
ridiculous.
Insane. They blew out every other number of any other game that's ever been. So
yeah, I mean it's not even close. Like I hate Fortnite itself. Like me personally, I can't play it. I hate it now. But at the same time, I'm super happy for what it's done for gaming, period. Because now, like, every game is gonna... From here on out, if a game isn't cross-platform, if it has some kind of co-op or multiplayer, it's like, what are they doing? You know what I mean? Like, so many games are gonna start doing it now that it wouldn't make sense for all games not to. I mean, you got Borderlands 3, a co-op story game that's doing cross-platplatform.
Is it cross-platform?
It's like, it's live, but not with it yet, but they're, like, gonna have it come out soon. Like they weren't working on it until like partway. Dude, it's fun. I got it for PC. I haven't played it yet.
I got it for Xbox because my girlfriend likes to play the Borderlands, and I got it for Xbox because I didn't want her playing on my PC because I'd probably need to use my PC.
Yeah.
So I got it on Xbox for that sole reason, and I had a friend that wanted to play that day, and I only played it once so far. But it was PC's gonna be better because it was way laggy on the console.
It's really I had even just Borderlands 2 on console. Like PlayStation 4 is kind of like frame ratey. I played for like 6 hours. I played like with a few friends who are in the stream right now on my PC, and it is so good on PC. Like PC, it's the game that has made me like, oh yeah, I guess I'm a PC guy now. I'm just a PC guy with a scuff. Like I don't use mouse and keyboard. Like I just play everything with my controller. No, Bumper wants me to play CS:GO with a controller, and I'm trying to tell him that I'm never gonna do it, and he wants me to.
I don't know about that, but
yeah, that's rough.
Freaking every game, I just don't like sitting up and playing. I guess I'm always
because of the mouse and keyboard, you'd have to like okay.
I would have to get all the way under my thing. Or
you made me a sit back gamer. Like when I watched you when we were in the first Anaheim, or at least the first one that we all went to, and you were like, "Yep, this is how I play." You're sitting back, and I was like, "Fuck it." And I got home like after that trip, and instead of having my monitor where it's at, I would just pull it forward, and I was like, "Oh fuck, yeah, this is the shit." And I was like, "You just gotta pull your monitor." Yeah, it's way more comfortable, and it's like way more like I feel like if this is gonna sound dumb to people who don't think like every % of your brain is being used in wagers and shit, but like when you're sitting up and you're like grinding and like you're focused, like any little thing that touches or is in your eyesight fucks up your headspace. You know what I mean? You're like fuck. Yeah. So like if you're sitting back and you're chill, you're like, okay, I'm so focused on this that nothing else, I don't feel anything else, you know? You don't feel the strain on your back after a while. You don't, like, have to, like, move around. Nothing's hitting anything. Nothing's, like, floating. You're, like, your hand's on your lap. You know, everything's good, and you're just, like, you're so zoned in. You're so much more focused. It's how I played Wages with Michael Fortnite. It's how I continue to play games. Like, the only time I won't is, like, PC stuff where I have to use a mouse and keyboard. If there's, like, League of Legends. If I'm playing League with the guys, I have to, like, okay, god damn it. Oh. And, like, sit up and be focused. But you got me to become a sit-back gamer and, like, maintain a competitive, like, composure, I guess.
I've never seen anybody. Yeah, you see people play like that, but nobody that played seriously never would play like that.
There's a COD pro who does it.
And I mean, but I'm legitimately like my feet are up and I'm leaning back. Like this is how I'm playing, and the camera don't do it justice. But I am pretty lean back, and the only downside about that is my neck is slightly like tilted forward because of how long I've done this.
Oh, like how long you were used to like at least putting your head
like typically you're like leaning back all the way. You're straight up. I'm a little bit tilted.
Yeah,
up
just like that.
So I can keep my neck like at the screen.
Yeah, so. that would definitely be the only weird out of place thing is your neck. And you feel that either way though, because your neck's always fucked up when you're looking at a monitor. It's always not the way it needs to be. You know what I mean? Because you're like this, you know, like looking at the monitor, and your neck's supposed to be like this. Instead, you're fucking lurching your head forward.
They actually like chiropractors and stuff call it the video game back.
Dude,
and it does happen.
People have a bump on their head now from headphones. Like it's becoming a thing that people get. I mean, I started wearing hats and letting my hair grow out so that it would become almost a cushion and not let this thing fuck my head, because my head has a fucking dent in it. When I was bald, and you guys all like, that became so huge for a while.
You were bald.
I was bald. I'm not bald now. Anne just thinks this is a wig, but like I legit had a straight up dent in my head for like a year. And I was like, fuck, dude. Like, it's weird, because and now it's constant. Now I have these headphones. I have 3 sets of headphones. I have this headphones. I have one pair of headphones I use on the walk to the gym, and then I have another pair of headphones I put on when I'm in the gym. Because one has a mic and the other doesn't, so I'll just sit in Discord and talk to people on the way there. And then switch to my wireless.
Just seriously, every day, I've probably been playing with a headset on since I was 14 to 15. And it was just been every day, constantly. I mean, I used to play when I was MW3. I would wake up at 9 a.m. and go to sleep at 5 a.m. and I would play all day and wake up at 9 a.m. go to sleep at 5 a.m. until school, obviously. But when it was not school, when it was summer and stuff, jeez,
dude, it's over. Was a grinder. It's over. Like, I'm mad that I don't have that seasonal thing anymore. For the longest time, summer was my vacation. Like for everyone, because of school for the most part. But like as a gamer, you really feel it when you get older and you have to find a job. I'm just lucky that my job allows me to get on and play video games every night if I want to. It's just lately I've been slow. It's been slow because there's no Call of Duty to play. Not really.
Yeah, I wish there was. I wish man, when it drops, it's just going to be so much better for the at least the COD community, because I feel like it's going to be really big, and I feel like people actually going to like it, and they're going to drop a battle royale later into the game.
Yeah, instead of right off the bat, it won't affect it too much.
Yeah, like Black Ops 4 and Blackout, they both fed off each other. So in return, there was Blackout players and they were competitive players.
Yeah.
So now, at least for the first like 2 or 3 months, we'll have just the competitive players, and that's the only thing they're going to be able to play. So I think for the first 2 or 3 months, if y'all want to play some Call of Duty tournaments, you need to get them, because they're going to be viable and lucrative for the first couple months if you can win.
For sure, at least. Dude, honestly though, I think this Call of Duty is just going to be huge. I think it's going to be good all year. I mean, that's me being maybe like ludicrously optimistic.
Well, no, I think because of the cross-platform and because it was feeling good, and there's not going to be a blackout right at the beginning that's going to, like I said, divide it up. And there's a cross-platform between Xbox and PS4 now. So Xbox and PS4 tournaments are going to be a thing.
But, I mean, do you really think that they're not going to have all three-way cross-compatibility tournaments or wagers?
I wouldn't mind it, and I wouldn't care, because I'm not scared of keyboarders. As long as they don't have a Zim and they're getting aim assist off me. Yeah. That's the only thing I care about, because that just made it broken. But keyboarding in general, just like Fortnite, all they complain about is aim assist. They complain about us more than we complain about them. Yeah. So, as long as they don't have aim assist on their keyboard, because that's what made like keyboarding in AW and keyboarding in Black Ops 3 so good, is because you could just hit your aim button and you're already on them, and then you got such fast speed to do it. So as long as that doesn't happen, I don't care. But the problem is when they played, like I said, when they played the bot races in the beta, it wasn't PC, it was just Xbox and PS4. So that's why I'm going with that idea that it's just going to be Xbox and PS4. But if it does come on PC, you'll be seeing me on PC with a controller.
Oh yeah, same here, dude. I mean, I'm trying to figure out if I want to get it on PC first, because I feel like I'm gonna end up having it on both if that happens. But like my thing is like, yeah, my thing is gonna be like, which do I pick is the problem. Like, do I get PS4 or do I get PC? Because like, in my head, I want to be playing wagers all the time, but at the same time, I only have like 3 or 4 friends that I would feel comfortable spending money and like risking that money and considering them good enough to like help me get it back, and that's like not gonna name names.
Well, hopefully, maybe if you just happen to get it on PC, there will be just cross-platform wagers, which you're gonna run into keyboarders. But I mean, to be honest, like I said, as long as they're not zimming on console, or as long as they don't have aim assist, blah blah blah, then we should be okay, and it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. But maybe it'll be. I'm assuming that they're gonna have a way that they're gonna be cross-platform tournaments, but I feel like they're gonna split it up to be cross-platform and then console only, which is gonna hurt, to be honest. But maybe it won't be as bad as it did Fortnite.
I mean, honestly, I feel like if they're like PC only wagers and tournaments, I feel like controller players are gonna have an advantage on Call of Duty when it comes to aim. Like Fortnite, it's different because aim assist doesn't mean everything on Fortnite. On Call of Duty, if you're playing with a controller, if you're playing with controller on PC, I feel like you have an advantage over mouse and keyboard players when they don't have aim assist. You know what I mean? Just especially people who are because it's made for controller. You know, that's a game made for the like feel and flow of controller movement. So like PC players just aren't gonna have that down as much as we are. I feel like.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, not.
That might be a scene I just try and crush. Just be a mic. Just start wiping out all these PC guys. Imagine having a Zim with mouse and keyboard on PC, just so you can get aim assist.
So you get aim assist as well, and then you have the frames. But no, I think it's gonna be really good. And I like I said, MW. I played the fucking cyber attack that was similar to S&D, and that was one of the most fun I've had in the years. I mean,
no one wanted to play that with me. I played it for like an hour. I thought it was fun. No one else wanted to play it.
I thought it was amazing because you had the same feel and the same clutch potential as S&D did. That's what makes S&D so fun, is the intense situations you get into.
That clip of you that's like 2.5 minutes long on the big map where you're like trying to clutch up against the like 1v. It ends up being like 1v fucking 15 because they keep reviving each other. That shit was hilarious. I was so mad when you didn't get. I was like, "There's no way he posted this without him getting it." I was like, "Oh my god, Gage!" I was so devastated at the end, but I felt it, dude. It made me feel old Call of Duty again. I was like, "I can't fucking wait for this to happen 3 or 4 times a night." You know what I mean? Like that shit was so. It was so fun watching that shit, and I can't wait, dude. People.
That specific clip brought me back to literally like in MWR or Ghost. I mean, Ghost technically wasn't the same time as as I was on playing for the big tournaments and stuff, but like MWR, that clip brought me back to me running away and getting away with one shot, and I just just out of nowhere, just clutch it out of nowhere, and just like, oh my goodness, how did I even do that? Because I was always a type of player to just clutch the most random ones that you didn't think I was going to clutch.
You were the one that, like, if you were in the middle of a 1v3 and they'd all walk in front of you, back to you, it was just crazy situations that weren't supposed to happen. That was usually yours.
Before I got on the Ghost tournament the other day, Jesus Christ, I mean, that shouldn't even have happened, and I ended up winning that shit. It was, I mean, God, I just can't wait. Just can't wait till the tournaments come back up. I mean, wagers are fun and all, but tournaments are like
so much more fun. Having that little one next to your gold.
Yeah, that little gold pixelated trophy is just
the
amazing.
Best.
It's like you're holding it in your hands.
It's like, oh yes, I have one. Dude, you guys got 100 in Modern Warfare Remastered. That was fucking banana. Like people, I always forget that Call of Duty went anywhere after Black Ops 3. Like it's almost like I phased Modern Warfare Remastered out of my head for some reason. Because of IW. But at the same time, like, those are still old school Call of Duty days for me. Like, that was like, I remember us all being sad that Black Ops 3 wasn't there, but at the same time, we were all playing Modern Warfare Remastered because it was still fun. And we were happy that there was a Call of Duty 2 play instead of IW. Because we all hated IW so much. But then World War II happened and we all cried a little bit. And then everything started changing.
World War II happened, and then the whole thing just changed. We played like 2 weeks. We won like 14 tournaments, and then we just went straight to Fort.
Yep.
I mean, yes. I mean, I had a freaking insane time playing Fort, and Fort was so fun. But it's gotten to the point where if you don't keep your skills as crisp as you can, you're not going to be the best.
You can't take any time off. It's crazy.
Yeah, and there's people out there that like.
Excuse me.
I mean, yeah, it's changed. It's changed many people's life, and that's the good thing about Fort is like there's little kids like Booga. He's 16. That dude's gonna be set up for the rest of his life just
as long as he doesn't fuck around and do some crazy shit.
I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure them guys know what they're gonna put that money to, But that's what I'm saying. And all them other people, all you had to do was get into that qualify. There was a kid that was he 13? His name was King or something.
Yep.
He won like
50 grand. You get ended up it's 50 grand just for qualifying for World.
Yeah,
World
just
Cup.
for qualifying, and he probably won $100,000 to $200,000 because he did pretty decent. And that little kid, that's just a little kid.
It's a little.
They're doing that for little kids.
That kid is I was his age a decade ago. That's fucking crazy.
And now video games is getting to the point where they can where you can actually do it, and you can be an entertainer and do it just because video games is big. And I fucking Ford has done an insane job. And yes, everybody can say they did bad on this last season, but I mean, you can't. They've had 10 seasons and y'all been playing it for 9.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you ever get like shut down by somebody IRL when you try to explain something about this? You know what I mean? Like where you try and explain it and they're like, I don't even care anymore, because like it's like hard to explain what this is. Whenever I first joined, like just got on Twitch at all and tried to, like, someone would say like, I've been dealing cards at a poker game for about 7-8 years now, and a few different games. But the one I'm at right now, I've known most of the guys that go to this one since I started, and I remember trying to explain to them like, hey, like they'd say, hey, what'd you do over the weekend? Like, how's it been since Thursday or whatever day we were doing it? And I'd be like, just on Twitch. And they'd be like, what? I was like, it's this thing where, like, I watch this guy and he plays video games. And they're like, I don't fucking care anymore. I'm like, okay. And I remember not knowing how to make it interesting to them. But now, especially now that I finally have started streaming, I can just throw like, yeah, I made a little money. They're like, what do you mean? What do you mean made money? Yep. I was like, played wagers on Call of Duty or Fortnite. They're like, Fortnite? My granddaughter plays Fortnite. What do you mean made money playing Fortnite? I was like, well, you see, I put money up against these guys, and I explained to them the way, and because we're gambling, we're at a poker game, they're like, oh shit, okay, you gotta figure out a way we can make some money on this. I was like, well, you see, I can't do that, because I'm not as good as those guys. Because these guys are like, we should rig the fucking system. We'll just, we'll back you the money, and you can bet like 10 grand against some kids. And I'm like, dude.
People's done that with me too.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, I don't think you understand that I can't put 10 grand up against the guys that can afford to, because they will wipe the floor with me. And they're just like, why are you doing it then? Cause I was like, because I can make $50 when I play kids like me. You know what I mean? Like, I can make $50 over a week's time playing $1 at a time. And and shit like that.
That's how we started. That was literally how me and fucking Steven, we was playing. And, okay, I wish UMG came out when I was 10 or 12 or 13 or 14, whatever, not before I was 18, because I'm telling you, if I had 4 years to play on UMG, like if I was 14 going to 18 and I had 4 years to play on that, I would have
like 400 grand put away or some crazy shit. Some like Albion money.
It would have been like I would have had so much more money than what I have as of right now, and that was because, I mean, just imagine how much more time I would have had when I was 14 to do this.
Dude, it's crazy how much more time. Like, it's all the time. That's all you would do is this.
Yeah, that was all I did. And then if there was money getting shown for it, like I was doing this and I'm actually making $100 a week.
No one would say anything otherwise. Your parents would be like, fuck school. If you can make enough money to pay the bills, this is only going to grow. Stuff like this is only going to grow for people if they're good. If you suck at this, things are going to stay stagnant for a long time and you're never going to make money. But if you can do something and entertain people, like, people are going to support you. People want you to... I feel like there's this weird stigma around people who do this. It's like, if you don't have something new to offer, something amazing, like, you're going to get left in the dust. And while that might be true for, like, some people who have nothing to offer, people like you and, like, Nick and, like, Derek and, like, Tuba, like, people who are entertaining and just have good, friendly personalities and they're not, like, soulless behind their eyelids, if they have something to offer and can actually, like, carry a conversation with their chat and with whoever they're talking, like, with me, I talk to people. I don't game. I don't stream games yet. If I'm going to, I might in the future, but I doubt it. Like, right now, podcasting is all I like doing, and I enjoy it. It's fun, and I know people like it, because they keep telling me they like it. If they're lying, what are they doing? You know what I mean? Like, people are too pessimistic about, like, what you can do, and I told these guys, like, look, dude, they'll say, why do you even bother if you think that people can't do it? Like, do you really think because I never talk. I'm a dealer who's silent when I deal cards. So, like, they just never see the side of me that talks to people. But I was like, well, look, I make enough to think I can do it. I make enough money on it to, like, justify doing it at the very least. Like, just basically the minimum amount that I can make a month for Twitch to pay me is about what I make right now. And I was like, look at Nick, this guy I tell you guys about. you can keep thinking in your head, oh, he thinks he knows some rich guy, but this guy flew me to California. Like, he's flown a bunch of people. He's paid people a salary. Yeah, he's paid people salaries. He's, this guy he's the real deal. He's making money, guys. Like, this is me telling these guys at the game. Like, look, this guy, he's a top 3 streamer on this platform that's bigger than television now. Like, some of the highest rated TV shows are the only shows that maybe compete with this platform. Like, Twitch is, it's becoming television more than it's Twitch TV. It's not Twitch.tube, it's not like this weird thing that isn't TV. It's straight up, you're watching live TV now. Yep. I mean, people stream football games on Twitch. They stream their, like, high school stuff now. Instead of just, like grabbing the NFL. I know people that stream their, like, local stuff on Twitch instead of YouTube. Like, my school does it on YouTube, but other ones do it on Twitch.
You better.
You would do better. It's more interactive. You're gonna have more fun.
If I like, I used to tell people, like, older people don't understand what I'm doing.
Yeah.
What I used to tell them is, okay, y'all like watching the news every night when you get home from work. We are doing or streamers are doing the exact same thing, just to a different caliber of people or a different
what the news is to us isn't what it is to our grandparents, Like, yes, I get on here with Mike, and I talk about everything that's happened in Call of Duty over the last week. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's news.
Yeah, here are the teams that have been announced. Here are the hopefuls. Here's who we want. Like, here's, like, the things. And it's basically a little radio show where I talk like, hey, guys, here's what's going to happen, right? I hope. Please, Mike, and be in Atlanta. It's like that. Like, we just have we have ideas, we hope, we talk about them, we have fun.
And people care about this more than they care about the freaking, all the sad things and bad things that are happening.
Yes.
Yeah, and we don't. I mean, yes, maybe we should be a little bit more watching the news, but at the same time, you don't have to. And if you don't want to watch it, you got the whole Twitch platform to look through.
Yeah.
And us as this new generation have came to the fact that we like community and we want to be around a community that supports you and will be there the whole time. Like, y'all have been here. A majority of the people have been talking to me or have been around me or etc. for 5 years, 5 whole years. I would have never told you when I was 19, just now playing with this guy that has 60 viewers, that y'all would still be here at the end, or at the end, but at the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The end saying it's now because I mean it's the present time, but you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
And
it's crazy.
We're still here, and I don't think it's going anywhere.
I don't think it is either. I'm 52 months in. This in a week it'll be 52 months for me. And
I'm 57.
Yeah, it's like, dude. Close. Yeah, we're right there, dude. What's up? And like, it's crazy that, I mean, that it just happened. You know what I mean? Like, don't you feel like it was a week ago sometimes?
Yeah, like I remember going to freaking Anaheim and seeing Chubby Neo and freaking Nick walk up.
Dude,
and I'm just
Neo...
like, oh my god, my brothers I've been talking to for freaking years,
yeah,
a whole year, and now we're here. And I didn't ever think a Call of Duty game would bring me to an event, or like it wasn't technically a Call of Duty game, but a Call of Duty game did bring me to an event, and it brought me to multiple events, and it things that happened were insane, and I freaking loved every minute of it.
It's nuts. I mean, I'm loving every minute of it. Like, it's like that fucking clip from The Office. It's like the good old days. Like, I feel like we're still in them, but I feel like we're not. We're never gonna understand that. Like,
it was that point.
Well, not even that. Like, in a show like The Office, or in a job scenario, like, you're gonna have the good old days. It makes sense. You're gonna have the days that were more fun and more relaxed because you're lower on the totem pole and you can afford to be comfortable. But like, I get the comparisons they're making in a TV show. But like with us, with streaming, like, I think we're just going to constantly be in the good old days until people start dying off in 150 years. You know what I mean? like one, we're all going to live a lot longer than people. Like, we're on the brink of like being able to live 200 years. I feel like the us's of the world.
Yeah, well,
like anyone under 30 or even under 40 maybe can live to like 120 or 30 no problem. But like, Twitch doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. I don't think, like, some crazy shit.
Unless something just completely just happens, it's got to be something massive. I'm pretty sure Twitch will always be here, and if not, YouTube will always be here.
Yeah, or something. If anything ever happens to YouTube or Twitch, something will replace it. They're never gonna delete unless the world goes into a fucking EMP explosion and we have no internet. Like, there's always going to be something for us. As long as Twitter, as long as we all we're all on like 3 things. So like, unless Twitter, Discord, Twitch, and Snapchat and Facebook all delete at the same time, and we all lose contact with everyone we fucking know. You know, like if Twitter goes down, I'm just gonna tell all my Discord friends, hey, if Twitch goes down, I'm getting everyone on Twitter and Discord like, hey, here's where I'm gonna stream now, or here's what I'm gonna do now, here's how we'll do it from now on. You know, whatever. There'll always be a way to communicate. You know, like I have 40 people's phone numbers. Like, I've met so many people in here and know them so well. That it's like, why even not have phone numbers just in case? You know what I mean? Like we're always gonna have a way to continue doing whatever it is we want to do on here, because I mean, one, it's too lucrative, not for us but for the people who run these sites, to not have things happen. So at the very least, they want small creators making things because we have the potential to get bigger and make them more and more and more. But at the same time, like things like Twitch, I mean, the fact that it's owned by Amazon is the thing that makes me think, oh yeah, it's not fucking going anywhere. Like, this is something that's solidified.
Amazon has just started too. Like, freaking eventually
slowly monopolize the world.
My mother works in the post office, right? It's eventually going to take her job, and then it's going to be all Amazon, because it ain't gonna be worth it. You ain't gonna have people running mail anymore. It's just going to be a freaking bot going down the road. Which, I mean, I don't care about that. And
yeah.
I mean, if they can do it, go ahead and do it, because that's just gonna make everything easier and faster. But Amazon is one of the dude that owns it is I'm pretty sure the richest person in the
Jeff
world.
Jeff Bezos, by like more than double the next person now or something.
Yeah,
like he's super
Amazon knows
rich.
what they're doing, and then when Twitch got bought out by Amazon, that's when everything exploded. So
yeah, because they realized like it doesn't make sense for them not to let first-time viewers have a chance of making money, because it's just going to make them money. Like, they started looking at it as a business thing instead of a loyalty thing.
Bro, right when Amazon got that, they freaking put Twitch Prime, and they made it where you could gift subs. Gifting subs was the biggest thing they ever did.
It's huge. It's crazy.
Because there's a lot of people that that are in the chat that just can't do it, and there's a bunch of people that's in the chat that can do it. And it helped other people with the community and grow, and then maybe next month, oh yeah, I've been in the community for 2 months, I'm ready to sub.
Yeah,
I liked it.
It makes sense for me to sub now, is what it would feel like. Yeah. You know, like for me, dude, all my fucking I have like before today, I think I had 25 subs. And I think like half of the ones I had left were all gifted, and like all the ones that have subbed today have been gifted subs. And I'm not asking anyone to sub. I don't like at this point right now. I don't have I'm finally getting to a point where I'm about to have enough money to say like, yo, Sneaky Bro or somebody, let's start making my stream nicer so that people will want to stick around and talk and chat and start really building it. Because at a certain point, I told everyone in the beginning, I said, look, if you want to sub, I love you. If you want to do any of that, I love you. Don't, though. You don't have to. Nothing's going to happen, because I couldn't afford to. Look, my stream consists of a webcam and it being live. Like, that's all I can afford to do. Luckily, I want to do podcasts, so it makes sense. But, like, I have text on the screen. That's me being fancy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have borders yet. I don't have sub badges. I don't have emotes. Yeah, it's like, dude, I mean, look, you guys, I love you, thank you. If you want to support, it's awesome. It's going to be a little bit before I can start doing things. And gifting has been the only reason that, like, this is going to turn into, like, of me being able to do it 3.5, 4 months in instead of me doing it a year from now. You know what I mean? Like, I was planning on not doing it for a while, but I'm finally starting to look at it like, okay, next time Twitch pays out, I'm putting that money I'm using that PayPal to get some subs and, like, sub badges and emotes and shit. Probably not emotes. I'll probably work on sub badges first, but you know what I'm saying. Like, work on something and get it going and start making it more comfortable, because people seem like they're sticking around. I'm seeing the same people in the streams whenever I'm doing it, and I kind of thought that it would vary guest to guest. Like, I thought that like when Big Bro Flying T-Rose come on, I'll have the Big Bro Flying T-Rose people will come watch. You know, when I have Gumby on, I'll have the Gumby people, and I forget that like half of all those groups are the same. And but at the same time, every once in a while, I'm bringing a few new people in, and I'm like, oh, cool, new people watch, and maybe they'll like me. If they don't, at the very least, they got to learn more about the person they're listening to. In this case, you. And last week, it was those two, you know. And it's awesome. I love doing it. It's fun. And, like, gifting subs definitely makes it more viable immediately for people who not just a streamer. I mean, not just the viewers who are getting gifts, but me. You know, I've made a little bit doing this now. I've made enough for me to be like, yeah, I can't help out on Monday or Tuesday. I have to stream because this is building. It's building, and I'm happy because I can. I didn't think it would, honestly. I thought that I'd do this and have something to look back on in the future to listen to conversations. Because I've had conversations in Discord where I was like, man, I wish I could re-listen to that because we had so much fun. You know what I mean?
Of course, and I mean, I just don't understand where I never thought about a gifting system before they came out with it, and I just can't understand why they didn't think about that, because that is one of the biggest things they did. And I mean, bravo to Amazon, because Amazon's going to be here for a while, and like
Dude,
you said,
they're gonna be here until
Amazon's
the world
here,
blows
Twitch
up.
is going to be here, and then they might be the ones that blow it up, but you know what I'm saying. But freaking Twitch is going to be here forever, and or as long as it needs to be, I guess.
Oh my god, excuse me. Sorry.
You got the hiccups or something?
Yeah, dude, I've been drinking this coffee. It fucking does it to me.
They sound like they hurt.
Nah, they're good. They're just like they're coming from the stomach, not my like lungs. It's like there's like earthy, like I'm feeling it every time.
The back up. That's what I call them. Make you back up.
Real quick, just want to double check my little list, my list real quick, because there's a couple things I want to do. One like kind of throwaway question that I was like, I'll see if like the vibe is right. What do you know? Whatever happened to Solar? The kid,
King
like
Solar?
Yeah.
So
I miss that little dude.
I don't know what happened to him, because remember, he was playing against us in Black Ops 3 a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we played like a $20 wagers against him a few nights at the end of the game. But I mean, I don't like, he played with us for AW for a little bit, and he was just a little G that could run around and shoot, and he's a little kid. And then that was at the time that Neo could not get his internet straight, and for some reason somebody was hitting him offline, or his internet was not working, or something around that area. I can't really remember what exactly it was, but he could not play in them couple of months, and then finally he moved somewhere else, and he ended up coming back and playing with us. So that's why Solar didn't like continue to play with us. But look, it was a beast, and he was funny, and he was cool. So no bad on him. I mean, he might have been playing with some controversial people, but
Yeah. It's hard. You can throw a rock at a group of Call of Duty people, and they've all played with controversial people. You know what I mean?
No, yeah,
like every
yeah,
one of them.
sure.
Like it's almost like
just Call of Duty is.
I feel bad for the I feel bad for the toxicity that gets thrown that way, because it's easy to be a nice person and say shitty things. You know what I mean? It's hard to be a shitty person and say nice things. You know what I mean? Like everyone can say mean shit. It's hard for mean people to say nice shit. So like as long as you are being a good person most of the time, I feel like you should be able to get let go of when you're mad at a video game. Because a lot of Call of Duty pros get it. Don't get me wrong, some of them are shitty. But a lot of them, like, Call of Duty gets this crazy rap. Dude, Fortnite is toxic. It's all toxic. You know what I mean?
No,
like, they're all rough.
And to be honest, I mean, I don't like the toxicity, but it does make some things entertaining. And like when you get into like a little bit of a heated argument or something, it is funny. And I mean, at the end of the day, most of the time, Call of Duty people, when they say stuff and being toxic and stuff, is all for fun and games. It's all inside the game. Once the game's over with, just like we used to say, once the game's over with, we're all buddy, and it ain't nothing's gonna be said after that. Now they got them few people that are gonna keep going, and you know that's the people that you understand that they're gonna be that type of people. Don't be talking like that to them, because they're gonna blow up on you.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be honest, all that stuff is for our enjoyment and entertainment, to be honest, because we all know when we shit on blah blah, you suck. We ain't saying you suck. You sucked in that gunfight. But you
I feel like it's not the players though. Like it's so annoying how people can take that and really translate it as if you're like a fucking monster. like you're the one, like you mean everything you say. You know, people take so many things way too seriously on the old clicky clacky.
That brought that out a lot, because people we wouldn't even be serious, and people would be like, "Whoa, man, don't be saying that." And I'd be like, "Well, I'm just legitimately just kidding." Like sometimes, you're a little heated, and god dang, what freaking loss of them. But no, some people would bring up like certain points that we said and be like, "Well, why would you say that?" And we're just like, "We're just kidding about that point."
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people didn't understand that we was kidding, but we were, and it just kind of blew over eventually. But I don't understand where that was coming from.
Watching you guys go over strats and correct things with criticism was so awesome from people who knew you and knew that you guys weren't really shitty. It was so fun to see because that's the shit I knew you guys talked about way more offline than you did when stream was live. So when moments come up in between tournaments or in between matches or big money match, whatever it is, when you guys had like a serious plan and something went off, and you guys would fucking snap on each other. I love seeing that because it, for me at least, it meant you cared. It meant, look, dude, these guys want to fucking win. Like, they enjoy making us laugh, but at the same time, they're playing for fucking cash. Like, this isn't a guaranteed thing, so every dollar you make makes, it means something in the long run. And people just didn't understand that. They thought that they were watching this thing, and kids never think about the fact that all of this is a job. Like, if you enjoy watching something, someone's making money doing it. Okay? Like, the only time you're watching anything for free is if your dad's funny. You know what I mean? Like, if your mom and dad are hilarious and you laugh at them, dope. You get free entertainment every night. But if you're watching someone do a podcast, if you're watching somebody who's a YouTuber, if you're watching someone who's streaming on Twitch, they're not doing it solely off the kindness of their hearts to make people laugh. They want to do that. That's a huge motivation for them. But if they can't justifiably do it, if they can't make money and it make sense to them and the people in their family, they can't do it. So you have to understand that people are, they're going to be on edge sometimes about whatever they're doing. And when you guys were playing those tournaments, I mean, those tournaments weren't $10. They weren't $20. Back in Black Ops 3, those primes, you're talking $1,000 sometimes, $2,000 sometimes. You guys stood to make some cash. And if
tried to, and I mean,
and every time if Neo missed that wall snipe, it was fucking over sometimes. Like, you guys had to be ready to do the crazy shit. Like we would run the exact same. Like, we used to all run what Nick did because it's what we would watch. And so at a certain point, I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch Neo's fucking arrow and fuck Nick's strat. I'm gonna let Albert do Nick's strat. I'm gonna let Shake do that. I'm gonna start running the line that I see Neo run, and I would go do that, and I would aim at what I thought he'd aim at, and I was like, this has to be what he does. And then we would start winning more. I was like, okay, Shake, let Alberto do Nick's thing. You look at what Gage does, and then we would start to like just everyone, dude. There's easily 1,000 people that played wagers that just did what you guys did. They would just watch what you guys did. I mean, there's so many. The fucking, you have, when it comes to streaming, the one thing I understood about not wanting to stream was things getting seen, like the Teddy Rex snipe. Like, the guy has a fucking snipe on a video game named after him in a whole competitive field. Like, I was watching one of the Black Ops 3 events when they went to the live chat. They were on Redwood, and they were like, yo, go do Teddy Rex snipe, do Teddy Rex snipe. And I was like, did fucking homie from FaZe just say the Teddy Rex snipe on stream with the 100,000, you know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy how quickly things can spread because of Twitch and the community and everybody saying it and that shit. I mean, all those things spread, and you have these whole strats that were mapped after individual players that you just like to watch the most because it made the most sense to you.
Yeah, trust me, I know people would know what we would do because when we used to play. Yeah, we would run into some people that we ran in a lot, and we would know that they would somewhat hit lanes, but I never like focused in on a stream and like watched and seen what they did.
Mm-hmm.
So every time I got to play them, it was like kind of a new game. Yes, I knew Teddy Rex was gonna go fucking snipe on that tree on Redwood, or what somebody like Mutex would go around and flank A on Redwood and stuff like that. But it was never a 100% thing. When we played, we were pretty much running the typical strats. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was running our strats that we learned, and by the time it's 6 months in. By the time it was 6 months in, it was about time to start changing them strats because that's when, if y'all can remember, we used to never let Neo run down the middle on Redwood on top of the map.
Dude,
about 6 months in, that was the only thing he would do, and it was because everybody has adjusted to our strats that they would be looking in different places, and Neo's in the freaking air 1,000 miles in the air, and he just jumps down and kills everybody.
We were playing Black Ops 3 every night until Black Ops 4 came out. Like, we played that game for years because of how much fun it was. Like me and the boys, we would get on and play. Dude, facts. It's fun to play. It's fun to play XPs on it if you can get matches. Like, they're just fun it's a fun map and it's a fun competitive system. I would do that Redwood snipe. Like, after a certain point, I remember clipping Neo and watching his clips just to like be like, okay, okay, you turn there, you turn before you jump,
Yep.
and then you bounce. And I was like, yeah. And eventually I got to where I could not touch the ground and I could go down all 3 lanes. Like I was like, I could go through the main building without touching the ground. Like, and I was like, I am fucking Neo, and it only took me 3 years. But like, yeah,
we did it.
But we did it. We fucking got there. And like Bumper was always so much better at movement than me. And I got to a point where I was playing Call of Duty so much more than him. I was getting on Redwood custom matches for like 10 hours just to do that fucking shit. And I was listening.
See if you could make it all the way around.
Yeah, I would listen to a podcast and not even have the game sound on and just be like, tree. Fuck! I fell off the tree. And like I'd be losing my shit just trying to like master it. And eventually I got to where I could play whole matches and just like I would be in 1v3s and just fucking Spider-Man it through the trees and like whip on people with the shotgun. Like it was so much fun. That game, dude. Oh, we had so much fun on those fucking games. I fucking love them. I miss them, dude. I hope this game is like that. I hope we have fun on this game.
I hope this game is alive throughout the course of this game. That's my only problem. Like, I mean, every other game, Black Ops 3 made it. Black Ops 3 made it through the entire game. Yeah, it got a little slow, but it never got too slow.
Yeah, it never got too slow to do it.
Ghost made it all the way through it, and it never got slow. AW did as well. Yeah, people still. I would still play Ghost. This game when you play wagers on, that's the only game everybody play. But like I'm saying, like Ghost, AW, and Black Ops 3, it made it through the entire game. Now when it got to Infinity whatever
whatever the fuck that game
MWR, we went back to Ghost and played at the end of MWR because it was just getting too stale. That game was so slow. MWR is still slow. I still play it. It's still like, it's just I understand why people didn't stream it because you almost can't. If you have to have a 90-second delay on not to get stream sniped because you have to sit in a spot the whole time. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You got to play slower.
Yeah, I mean we talked about it. So like all my friends hated Black Ops 4. I loved Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 was fun for me, like genuinely. There's almost like a little in-between spot of Black Ops 3 and 4 where I was like, I think that jetpacks, as much as people hated them, should have stayed, and we just didn't have wall running. I feel like jetpacks were good, and wall running was the thing that was bad about Black Ops 3. If there had not been wall running, and you could just jetpack, I think that it would have been, like, It would have made it more consistent. Yeah, definitely more consistent, because people that could wall run, and do it right. Which wall running did add an extra movement barrier, but I wouldn't say skillful. Yeah, you can learn how to wall run, but you still gotta know how to shoot while you're wall running. So, and I feel it had to be one or the other. Either keep wall running with no jetpacks, or vice versa. You know what I mean? You couldn't have kept wall running without a jetpack. Yeah, it would have been rough. That would have been tough. But yeah, Black Ops 3. I was just gonna say that like, I liked AW way more than Black Ops 3, and I liked Ghost way more than Black Ops 3, because Black Ops 3, I got to the point where it wasn't me every night playing $1 wagers. It was me playing against Blastful and Rallied and Mutex and you had to be amazing. You had to be playing the best people and be like and be able to do it and be able to like functionally play them every single night and be good against them. And at that point we was. Sorry, you might hear my dog. That's cool. But at that point, they were screaming for some reason. At that point, we wasn't as we've been playing for a while, but once we got to MWR, something clicked. Something clicked in our head. Maybe it was just a game and how it played, but our chemistry was so good in that point that it was pretty hard to beat us, especially in the beginning stages, because the only thing Jesus Christ, shut up. The only thing I could think of that was hard was when WizK and them played Call of Duty 4. Like, I'm about to have to go outside. No worries. They played Call of Duty 4 and beforehand, and they was like really pristine and fresh on the game when it came out, and they was winning everything. But once we got the hang of the game, it was pretty like consistent. We would win every night. You want to go like Fort, to be honest. You want to go see what's going on real quick? Yeah. Let me go make sure, and then I'll be right back. Yeah, no worries. I'll talk chat. See who's here. Hey, what's up, everybody? Anybody still here? Are we chilling? We listening? Nova Ops. Hey, it's Bobo. Bobo, what's up, Bobo? Are you still here? Who's here right now? BZ. What's up, BZ? Morrison chilling. I'm not here. Hello, Snipes. Talk to baby. Hello, Ado. How are you doing, my friend? Talk to baby? Me? Yes. I know your baby, dude. Relax. Guys, if you look in chat, if you scroll up, Nova Ops, who says, hey, it's Bobo. I know him from school. Or not school, but like filming at my school. I'll tell you after the stream more, but it's funny. Anyway. The name kind of sounds familiar. Yeah, especially on land. Plucky, are you still here? What were you talking about? Explain to me. People are just going bald because of hours of headphones. Facts, Dino. Yo, Dino, what's up, Dino? No one wants to play COD wagers because they're going pro and winning 30 mil in Fortnite. Facts, Jesse. Is Jesse here? Who's here right now? Who are the cool people that stuck around and are actually here to say what's up? Because I know Otto's one of them. Otto's here. Morrison. Fucking Morrison. I'm naming my firstborn Morrison. Nova Ops has followed. Thank you, Bobo. Roque has gifted a sub to Schneider. Thank you, Roque. I don't know if I said that earlier when you did that. I saw it. I just didn't. I think it was right after I put the chat away. Thank you, dude. I remember thanking Rich Homie Nels. Morrison 418 followed. Dial Z Gaming has followed. Okay, I just want to double check, make sure I got all you guys. Whoa, hello, Streamlabs. Plucky was talking about the Solar guy. Oh, yeah. Solar was cool. He was very funny. Hello. Bobo. Here, courtesy of Derek. Well, Morrison? I love you. Derek's the boy, dude. I fucking love Derek. Derek's one of those people that, like... You know how you have, like, people in your family you only see every couple of years, and you're, like, pissed that you only see them that often? I fucking love Derek, and he feels like family when I talk to him, but I only talk to him every, like, 4 or 5 months now, I feel like. Same! Caps. Fuck. Derek's a real-ass motherfucker. That is true. Derek is a real-ass motherfucker. He is a person. That is true. Okay, look, guys. Gage is back. I love all of you. I'm putting the chat away. Keep listening. I love you. I will address whenever the podcast is over and the stream part begins. Bye. Goodbye, Snipes. Hello, Gage.
I guess it was just somebody walking around, or like walking down the road, so they was just screaming out.
That is the plague of having a dog. Is if anything happens outside, you know about it.
Oh yeah, I know when anybody's here.
This new place, like the only window in my room, my dog has had. She's right here. She's like in this chair. It's kind of hard to tell. She's like a little. Evie. Hey, Evie. Yeah, she died. Anyway, she's had a window her whole life. She's 11, and for the last like month and a half, she no longer has a window to look out of every day, and it's like draining on her. I'm like, the only window in here is like 4.5, 5 feet up off the ground, and she's like this tall. So like I'm about to build her stairs to like go up to the window. Like I have to build her some.
In front of it, maybe.
Oh yeah, easy, yeah. But she really, and like nothing. It's just a backyard with like nothing. So like I know that all she'll do is go back there and look at the trees. But I know that that'll make her happy. So like it's really draining on me to walk in every day and know that she just sits here when I'm not here and just looks around and has nothing, and it like kills me. I'm like leaving all my computer monitors on and leaving like 3 streams open just so she has something to look at and hope that it somehow fulfills her a little bit. Like I feel so bad just leaving her here by herself.
Yeah,
it's rough.
I had to put mine in cages because one, they want to eat the walls for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with them.
Walls taste good, dude. Walls taste good.
I guess so. They like them a lot. But no, I just put them in cages, and I'll throw on that like dog, like YouTube. It's like 10 hours long. It's like dog music.
Really? They have dog music?
Yeah, it keeps them calm, but I don't know how calm they are because I'm not here.
Yeah.
But seems like they're asleep when they come back in.
This new place I live, like it's the basement of my friend's house, but it's like a nice basement. And every time I go upstairs, because there's no shower or bathroom up here or down here, so I have to go upstairs. And every time I go upstairs, if she knows I'm going upstairs, it's not okay. It's a problem, and she makes everyone understand. She barks and whines and goes crazy. I might have to start doing that dog music.
Be in the shower.
Yeah, she's like, dude, we used to take showers. What's up, dude? We used to go in there. You used to let me sit outside the shower and like hang out. Cause she really did. My old house, dude. This was my fucking. She was my what's on a boat? She was my first mate, dude. She followed me everywhere. If I was cooking, she was cooking with me. If I was in the bathroom, she was outside the bathroom. Like she follows me everywhere, and I feel bad that she doesn't get to here. If I go outside, she goes outside though.
It's incredible how much you like love your dog. Like I would do anything for my dogs, and if they ever need anything, I try to make sure they have it. Dude. It's just crazy.
It's hard. It's hard. It's
They're part
hard
of
not
the
to.
family.
It's like I never would have when I lived with my dad and my brother and my sister and had her. Like I understood that I loved her, but it wasn't until I moved here in this last I'm closer to her than ever. Yeah, and she's always been like my dog. I was always the one that picked up her shit and fed her and gave her water and gave her a bath and did everything I had. So I spent all my money on her when it came to like I was the one that if she had to like get fixed, it was me. If she had to get like flea drops, it was me. Like if fleas were going through the neighborhood, whatever it was me that paid for it. But like now that it's just me here, and like people live here, and they'll come down and like spend time with her if she's going really crazy and I'm like at work. But even then, they're not here all night like I am. You know, like it's like a special new connection. And I love her more than ever, and I hate it.
What kind is it?
She's a Yorkie poo. She looks way more. She doesn't look like either one.
Yorkies.
Yeah, Yorkies are awesome, dude. But I will tell you, when she dies, I love my dog, and she's like 11 now. Eventually when she dies here in the next 4 or 5 years, which I think she'll hit 13 or 14 for sure, but I feel like that'll be toward the end because that's about how long they last.
My little dog got to 15 and he went away, but
Yeah.
he started having some problems at the end, so I think
Yeah,
they could go a little bit longer.
I feel like with her, when the problems happen, we'll have to get her put down because she got run over when she was 2. She run over. Her pelvis was broken like 6 places, and she got fixed up after that. And dude, this dog's been through some shit. She had a tumor, like the size of my fist, hanging off of her stomach, and I had to get that removed. Like, dude, she's been through it. So I feel like when problems happen, like she has so many joint things that when things finally do happen, it'll be like one of those like have to say goodbye moments, you know. But
Until then, you make the most of it.
Oh yeah, and I feel like I'll have plenty of time to still make the most of it with her. She's a fun dog for the age. Dude, my bed's like 3 times as tall as she is, and she still jumps up on it. So like, she's still a beast for an 11-year-old dog. But after she's gone, it'll be a while before I get a dog again because, one, you can't make a ton of social moves as a 20-something-year-old when you have a dog, unless you have a house.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, I didn't think about that. When I was getting my dogs, because I was living with my parents at the point.
Yeah.
When I got my first 2, that was actually mine, which are the ones I still have now.
Yeah.
When I got those, then when I realized like, hey, if I have to move out of this house I'm in right now, which is my grandparents, and that's why I can have this many dogs, I'm gonna have to find a house that's gonna
and a yard.
And it's hard to live in like a subdivision because technically, like, yeah, you can have dogs, but you ain't gonna have a yard.
Yeah.
Or you'll have a backyard and it'll be really small. I mean, right now I have.
And it won't even be fenced in. Like you need it to be fenced in. Like you gotta.
Yeah, you'll have to put it there. But I had to fence this place in. But I have a freaking 350 foot fence around the backside of my house, so they have plenty of room to do activities when they need to. And that's all
so
I
much
want.
room to do activities.
We're gonna make a bunk bed.
We're gonna make a bunk bed. You got hockey sticks? Hockey sticks will work. We'll drill with hockey sticks.
He's dead.
That movie is fucking hilarious, dude.
Nobody realized how funny that movie was until a couple of years later.
Yeah.
When they were like,
it like had like a
Super
second
Bad.
coming. Yeah.
Yeah, like Superbad and all the movies, we didn't realize how funny they actually were.
Well, we were
until they
younger.
started
I mean,
putting
the
out
people who
comedies.
made them understood, and the people who were our age now, when they saw them, you know, they're like, yeah, we knew that shit was funny.
Yeah, I think it was because of that reason. Like, we was a lot younger. It was 2008.
Dude, the like 12-year-olds right now that we know in this community, or like the 13, 14-year-olds who haven't seen Superbad, they'll come to us in like 3 years and be like, dude, have you ever seen Superbad? Yeah, dude, the shit was 15 years ago. Shut the fuck up. like we know that shit was funny. But like, you just didn't know. Yeah, people don't understand all the humor yet. That shit's so good. But yeah, I will say, when I do get to a point when I can get a dog, I'm getting a fucking bear, dude. I'm getting a big dog next time. Like, I love having a little dog.
Get a shepherd.
Dude, I don't know about shepherds. They got a lot of hair. Like, if I get a shepherd, it has its own room. It doesn't get to be in the rest of the house. Nah, dude, I'm gonna get like a Saint Bernard fucking Doberman mix. like a Saint Bernard, like looks like a Saint Bernard.
Dane Saint Bernard.
Oh, well, that's hip problems waiting to happen. That's like a 4-year-old dog. that's a dog that ain't gonna last.
Yeah, no, but them thing, every Great Dane that I've ever met was one of the nicest dogs I've ever met.
Dude, they're the best. I met like a 8-week-old.
It's like they know.
They're like 8 weeks old and they're already 4 foot tall. They're huge so quickly.
It's like they know that they're way bigger than everything else, so they have to act like they're way bigger. Because typically dogs don't like my dog is 60 to 75 pounds, and
Yeah.
he acts like he's a lap dog. And I mean, yes, he's a lap dog to me, but when you get into a girl's lap, you're gonna squish them. Like
That's
I
putting
mean,
that's putting a person and a half on that person. Like,
yeah, exactly.
that's
So
rough.
like, I mean, I mean, I've never had a Great Dane. They probably act like that too to their owners, but they seem like they know what they're doing.
I
Every
saw
one of them.
I was in Charlotte on Saturday for the there was something called the Olaf Festival, like a Hispanic festival and an Indian festival were like happening on neighboring streets. And it's like a food thing. It was a concert. It's super fun. And there were these two giant dudes. I think they were brothers. They were like identical twins, like but like in their like 30s, like just these fucking beefy giant guys.
It's like them cartoon guys that
Yeah.
always use the handbills and stuff.
Yeah, and they had a toy Pomeranian, like
Yes.
not a literal toy, but an actual like the toy version, like a super small one, and its name was Tater Tot, and I was like, God damn it, that is the person that needs a little dog, is a giant, huge person. And like then 10 minutes later, this little woman who had to weigh less than 100 pounds, she had to weigh like 90 pounds. She walks through with a fucking this tall poodle, weighs like the poodle had to weigh literally 120 pounds. I mean, it was one of those giant like show poodles.
I don't understand. I've never seen a big poodle like that.
Well, so people in America don't have them like that. Like if you go to Europe, like giant poodles are everywhere. Apparently, so I've been told. Like they're like that's what real poodles are.
120 pounds or a freaking that's a big.
That's a big dog, dude. That's
Like
like a Saint Bernard.
my-
That's like a huge ass. It's the biggest poodle I ever saw. It was like a horse. It's a fucking horse walking around. Looked like a deer.
Weird. But no, I mean, I like poodles too. Them things are cool.
They're cool.
They're different.
All dogs, dude. All dogs are cool. They just look different, and we like judge them on their looks before we get to talk to them. Yeah, you know what? Fuck Chihuahuas. Actually, I don't. I'm kidding.
You might get. They're one of the ones that you might get a good one.
Never. Yeah. Never did I feel more like. Never did I ask myself, like, am I racist? Than when I was at this Hispanic festival and realized that some stereotypes are true, and one of them is that a lot of Hispanic people have Chihuahuas. I saw 20 Puerto Rican. I have my friend's Puerto Rican. She's the one I went with, and her like extended family was there, and or not like like less extended family, and like I don't know how to describe it. A lot of her friends were there, and some of them I think were related, if I'm understanding conversation properly. And 10 of them had like two fucking chihuahuas and like one in each hand, like just walking around with double chihuahuas. Like they had straps on. They were carrying them like those ladies in tribes like will hold the water. They'll just have them hanging from their legs and from their arms in these little pouches. Like they're just chihuahuas walking all over Charlotte. It was amazing.
What happened to the Taco Bell Chihuahua? Well, the thing just like disappeared and never came back.
Probably died, dude.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Normally they keep them going, you know.
Yeah, like even if they do, like the dog on there's a dog on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Cheddar, who the dog who played it finally like just died, like in the last month or so. That's sad. I hate when
R.I.P.,
dogs.
man.
Yeah, dude, dogs like people would be more happy if you could get dogs to live 100 years than if you could get people to live 100 more. You know what I mean? Because like, if I'm being super honest, if I knew that dogs lasted 50 to 100 years, like I'm like waiting until I have a lot of money so that I can train the most badass companion dog of all time and not need a leash, him follow me everywhere, listen to commands, like that's when you have a fucking companion for life. Like I'm going to Cali, well, gotta bring Jonathan with me. This is Jonathan. He's my husky. He, you want a drink? Jonathan, drink. And he'll like, and not only do I say drink, but I'm like, I need you to get the third drink off the top left shelf. He's like, fucking got you, because I understand English, because I'm a dog and I'm a fucking beast. Because if they lived, yeah, I can speak. If they live that long, we're teaching them more shit because they have longer to learn, and like we're teaching them more useful things.
We're kind of capped. We're kind of capped right now because we know they're not going to be here.
Exactly.
You don't want to put 10 years of teaching in, and they're not.
And then have that for 2 years, yeah. But I don't know, man.
I don't know. Whatever.
What we need is service hawks. We need service parrots and service harpy eagles.
We need Harry Potter owls.
Yeah. Dude, have you ever seen a harpy eagle? Have you ever seen what one looks like? My friend sent me a picture this morning. He said, I'm just going to show it to stream. Hold on. A picture of a harpy eagle. Harpy eagle next to person. A harpy eagle looks like a person in a bird costume. Like look at.
Got long ass legs.
Yeah, if you don't have it, if you haven't seen it, look at my stream. This is look at this look at this bird. That's a person. That's a little kid in a bird outfit. This is crazy. Look at this bird, guys. Look at this bird. Look at this. Look at this shit. Like, look at this face. This is a person face. This is a painted on person face.
Oh my god.
That is a fucking... Look at this guy. This might be a little guy. You know what? I'll give you credit where credit is due. These might be small people, but even if they are, dude, this is like an 80-pound bird. People are 80 pounds.
That's what they're talking about when they said birds came down and swooped up their dog.
Yeah, that's a fucking, that's a monster bird.
That's a mammoth.
That's a fucking... That's like a bird in person clothes. And that's a person in bird clothes. Like, that's crazy. Like...
That's a bird in person's clothes.
If a harpy eagle can live for 40 years, I want a harpy eagle. I want a harpy eagle that I can train, and I want it to be... what's it called? I want my harpy eagle to be a service harpy eagle. I'm going to get it trained, I'm going to get it qualified, and I'm going to have a harpy eagle follow me around. It'll fly with me. I'll have a target on my car. I'm like, yo, Jonathan, all my pets are Jonathan. Jonathan, here's my target. You follow this car. You land on this car when it stops. You get on my arm, and you sit on my shoulder. I have one of those big like leather straps that I just have on my shoulder. I'm like, sit on my shoulder. You are my harpy eagle, my companion harpy eagle for life. And I just walk around with a harpy eagle.
Knock you down.
Or fuck it, dude. You saw those legs? He just walks by. He just walks with me. He's just like, hello. Yeah, and I just have a harpy eagle walking alongside me forever. Like, dude, that's a fucking lit, like, pet / thing to have. You know what I'm saying?
See, I think that could be possible. I don't know how long they live. But
Yeah, you know what?
I seen somebody had a geese or a goose.
A geese's.
Had some geeses. No, he had a goose, and it would literally fly with him on the behind him on the motorcycle.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. I know the ones that are on... I know people on, like, lakes who live there have, like, geese and stuff that will straight up live with them. And they'll just go out on the boat instead of actually, like, fly around. 25 to 35 years. So, yeah, you could have, like, a person... You could have, like, 2 in your life, and it makes sense, you know? Like...
You can make it do it if they actually would listen to you.
Yeah, well, I mean, that guy had one. I feel like you can train him. You know what I mean? Like, that guy in the picture, that looked like that harpy eagle was totally cool with him being there.
Yeah, just go open up my can of Coke and you come pour it in a glass and then.
Yeah, I mean, well, I wouldn't even like. I'm too like. I don't even if I trained my eagles to do that. I don't know if I could. I think I would just be like, "Yo, I got fish. You want some fish? Here's some fish." And like I'm just hanging out with my harpy eagle, and he just happens to listen to me. You know what I mean? I would want it to be more. Yeah, I'd like fist pump him, like, "Dude, what's up, harpy?" I have to name him something awesome, like Harpy Dent. My harpy eagle is Harpy Dent. I'm hilarious. I'm hilarious and amazing. Or just Dent or Harvey. I just name him Harvey. But either way, dude, I feel like service birds. That's the way we got to start going. Is there, dude?
I mean, they have service geese.
They do. They have service fucking pelicans. Could you imagine a pelican like just living with you, just like yawning? A yawning pelican would be so scary.
I was in Florida one time and there was a pelican on the pier and I'm walking and that thing attacked me.
Really?
And I was like 6 or 7.
Oh my god. They eat birds.
Throat, and it was come running at me and it was wiggling it like looking. I was like, man, be out here.
They're scary looking, dude. We were at the beach and we had like fries in a to-go box from a restaurant like right by the pier, and we walked out and like all the seagulls knew. They were like, "Oh look, children with fries. We'll get fries." And like the wind was so hard that they were just like they were right here in my face, but just like looking at me, but like floating, like with the wind. They just had their wings up like this, where they were just like, "You better give me some fucking fries, or I'm gonna dive bomb you." And there were like 80 of them, just in a wall of seagulls, and like they kept getting closer. And I was like, "Oh shit, you're coming for me!" And I threw the whole thing of fries up, and none of them hit the ground. Every seagull, like every fry, got eaten by a seagull. It was amazing, and like from that moment, I was like. Birds are like either more smart. They're either smarter or more like reptilian than we think. And I think it's more reptilian. But then again, I've seen these eagles and geese and stuff like hang out and like love up on people. And I'm like, that just makes me want to be friends with birds. Like I just want to have like a bird sanctuary, like an outside one for eagles and shit to come hang out and like train them.
I always wanted to have like a parrot or something that could actually talk.
Nope. I used to think that, dude. Parrots are awful. Like they're cool. It's awesome to have parrots, I think, but you don't want one in your house. I think that you want to be more on this like, have a harpy eagle or eagle that like will come to you, but that lives out in the world. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what you want, because you want them to go do their thing. Exactly, but then you'd be able to come out at 7 p.m. and be like, Jonathan, and Jonathan just fucking come get on your, like come sit on your arm and hang out. You know what I mean? Like you just fucking scream for him, or have a whistle. But
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, but I feel like geese and ducks and shit, that's probably the more fun ones, because like they seem cuddly. Even chickens.
They would actually like
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, they seem to like
You've
people.
seen that? You've seen that one chicken where the little kid gets into the car after a day at school?
Dude.
And hugs them? I'm like, yes.
I was like, that's the fucking chicken, dude. That's the chicken I want. How long do chickens
That's the
live?
man right there.
That's the fucking homie chicken. How long do chickens live?
They can't live as long as the eagle does.
They can live 8 to 10 years, though. But we've also heard reports of chickens living as many as 20 years. Yeah, I feel like if you're taking care of a chicken as if it's a pet and not food, you know, like you could probably get a chicken to last a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, chickens are cooler than people give them credit for. Like if I ever get birds, like the first birds I'm getting are chickens, because I want them eggs. I'm hungry for. I want some free eggs. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll buy the food. You like to feed the chickens. It's got to be cheaper than eggs.
All
Like
you gotta do is put a golf ball in there,
yeah.
and they'll lay them there.
They will. That's crazy, right? Isn't that weird that they'll do that? That's such a weird like instinct thing.
They're like, wait, this has egg already. Let me go ahead and finish it off.
Dude, early vegans make me so mad. Like when they're becoming vegan and they start doing like the egg arguments. They're like, eggs could have been chickens, bro. It's like, dude, I don't think you understand what eggs are. Like the eggs we eat never were gonna be chickens.
Never.
Like they don't understand that that's just an unfertilized chicken egg. Like those chickens never got laid. Chickens lay eggs anyway. like chickens don't only lay eggs when like there's a rooster involved.
I wonder what's the point in them laying eggs? Do they just like over? Like,
I think that's just their like the way that, not to get too TOS. I don't know if this is TOS. The way that human women have eggs, like when they go through their system, they essentially lay their eggs. If you know what I'm saying. But chickens, it's more like a full developed thing whenever they get rid of them, and they'll eat their eggs. They eat those eggs after a while when they realize that they're not going to be fertilized. Like chickens don't just keep those eggs forever, but they don't. They also don't go after them right away, so that gives us time to get them and have omelets.
I've never understood that. Have omelets.
Yeah.
Omelets are good.
Health class, everybody. It's good to take health class. Sex ed did teach us some things, I guess. Well, look, dude. Right now we're right at 2 hours. You wanna end the podcast part and start hanging out with chat for a little bit, get a little more chill. Get comfy. You good? You down for that? Look, everybody on the podcast on YouTube, thank you for hanging out. Go watch twitch.tv/xAmpz. It's right over his head. Same for Twitter on the left, xAmpzMedia. Go follow him there. Those places, sub to him. I don't know, do what you want. If you want to hear what you're not going to end up hearing in future podcasts, which is the after show, where me and Gage sit and talk with everyone in chat, I should probably start putting my Twitch on here for the YouTube. It's twitch.tv/CharlieBoy, where it says Real Charlie Boy. That's my Twitter. Take away the real. It's Charlie Boy on Twitch. See you there. Thank you guys for watching if you're on YouTube. And guys in chat, we'll see you in a second. Goodbye. Goodbye, Gage. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.